You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, The 7-time Best Long Island mascot is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut, this is Long Island Ducks baseball. After a dominant 11-1 win yesterday, the Ducks take on the Bridgeport Bluefish in the rubber game of a 3-game series this afternoon. And a pleasant good Sunday afternoon, and welcome to Bridgeport. My name is Joe Vasile, and you're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks pregame show on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Bluefish walked off in the Long Island Ducks Friday night in a heartbreaking 8-7 loss for Long Island, but the team got its revenge on Saturday night, pounding out 16 hits en route to an 11-1 triumph. So that sets the stage for today's rubber game, where the Long Island Ducks will send former big leaguer Henderson Alvarez to the mound, making his 3rd start of the season, looking to bring home his first win and deliver a series win for the Ducks. Right now, Alvarez is 0-1 with a 1.50 ERA this season, but has been limited to just 2 innings and 4 innings in his first 2 starts, as he's still in the process of being stretched out to his full potential. He's going to have the reins taken off a little bit further today. 5 innings is around the target for Alvarez, but a lot of that depends on his pitch count. He's thrown 41 and 56 pitches in his first 2 outings, just for a frame of reference. His opponent on the mound for the Bridgeport Bluefish is going to be the right-hander Rainey Lara, former New York Mets pitching prospect, who's going to make his 17th start of this season and is 7-6 with a 3.56 ERA in his first season in the Atlantic League with the Bluefish. So now we'll take a step aside, and when we come back, we'll go through some of the highlights from last night's 11-1 victory for the Long Island Ducks, including 4 hits for Jordan Pacheco, a 14-game hitting streak for Mark Krause, and Angelo Sanko's 19th home run of the season. And we'll also get you ready for first pitch here in Bridgeport. That one is coming up in about 10 minutes' time. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
And we welcome you back to the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where the Long Island Ducks getting set to take on the Bridgeport Bluefish this afternoon. Last night, it was the Long Island Ducks defeating the Bridgeport Bluefish 11-1, thanks to a 16-hit attack that started in the first inning for the Ducks. Anthony Vega led things off with a walk against Bridgeport's starting pitcher Mike Aquilino, and then stole second. Delta Cleary Jr. struck out, and that brought up Jordan Pacheco, and on a 1-1 count, he got the Ducks on the board early. Helped him get signed, and here he is. 1-1 pitch to Pacheco is lined over the glove of third baseman Jose Cuevas and down the left field line. Rounding third and heading for home is Anthony Vega, and chugging into second with a stand-up RBI double is Jordan Pacheco, and the Ducks take an early 1-0 lead. And it would stay 1-0 for just a short amount of time as Angelo Sonko would come up two batters later, and Sonko starting to turn things around as of late for the Long Island Ducks. He wasted no time in expanding the lead. The 1-1 pitch. Swing a drive it in the air to deep right field. Going back, Osni Gee, and he gets turned around at the wall, looking up, and it's out of here. 19th home run of the season for Angelo Sonko, and the Ducks take a 3-0 lead. So the Ducks led it 3-0 after the top of the first inning. Bridgeport got a run against John Brownell in the bottom of the first, so the score was then 3-1. That set the stage in the second inning for the Ducks to mount another rally against Aquilino. A single for Ruben Gotay, and then Dan Lyons reached base on a two-base error, and a walk to Anthony Vega loaded up the bases, and once again, it was Jordan Pacheco. Bases loaded. Aquilino set. The 2-2. Swing a line drive, hit out towards right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases and clear the bases. Getting the wave around at third is Vega. He's going to come around and score. In at second base with a 3-run double is Jordan Pacheco, and the Ducks take a 6-1 lead. Pacheco would finish the game with 4 hits and 6 at-bats. Those 4 RBIs that you just heard there as well, to raise his batting average up from 256 at the start of the game to 276 coming into play today. Top of the third inning, the Long Island Ducks would score yet again against Aquilino. Angelo Sonko this time led things off with a walk, and then Elmer Reyes flew out, and Alex Berg popped up to the catcher. So with 2 outs, Ruben Gotay drew a walk to put runners at first and second, and Dan Lyons got in on the party. Lyons at the dish with 2 outs and 2 on. 6-1 Long Island, top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive, hit pretty well out to left field. Chasing Fields back, still going back at the warning track. It was going to one-hop up and over the wall. It'll be a ground rule double for Dan Lyons. A run will come home to score, and very lucky for the Bluefish that one did one-hop over the wall, because that may very well have saved another run from coming home to score for the time being. But it's now 7-1 Long Island. The pitch. So the Ducks led 7-1 heading into the fourth inning, where the Ducks would score 3 more runs, including this first run of the inning, which came home as Mark Krause extended his hitting streak a season long for the Ducks from 13 to 14 games. Cleary does go, and Krause rips it out in the right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Delta Cleary Jr. as this one gets cut off out on the warning track. And pulling into second base with an RBI double is Mark Krause. The hitting streak now at 14 games, and the Ducks lead now 8-1 over Bridgeport. The Ducks would add 2 more runs in the inning as Krause would come home to score on an RBI single from Elmer Reyes, and then Ruben Gotay would drive home Reyes with the 10th run of the game for Long Island. Would stay 10-1 Ducks until the top of the 9th inning, when the Ducks tacked on another. Angelo Sonko, an RBI single to score Delta Cleary Jr. 11-1 was the score. Brownell got the win Alfredo Simon pitched 4 innings to get the save. So we'll take a step aside for the national anthem, come back and gives you starting lineups after this on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the North Shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Pleasant good Sunday afternoon and welcome to the Ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. My name is Joe Vasile and this is Long Island Ducks Baseball. Today the Ducks take on the Bridgeport Bluefish in the rubber game of a 3-game series. And let's get you the starting lineups for both teams as Rainy Lara completes his warm-up tosses on the mound for the Bluefish. We'll start with Bridgeport, and their manager Luis Rodriguez sends out Darby Myers to center field to lead off. It's followed up by the second baseman Tony Abreu and the right fielder Wellington Dotel. Sean Burrows, the first baseman, bats cleanup while Jose Gil catches and hits 5th. Daniel Fields is the designated hitter. He'll bat 6th, while Angelis Nina is the third baseman, batting 7th. Osni Guillen is in left field, batting 8th, and Angel Rosa is the shortstop today. He will bat 9th. Meanwhile, the Long Island Ducks and manager Kevin Baez fills out this lineup card. Delta Cleary Jr. leads off and plays center, while Elmer Reyes plays second base and bats 2nd. Jordan Pacheco catches and hits 3rd, while Mark Krause is in left field batting cleanup. Angelo Sonko is at first base hitting 5th, while Ruben Gotay DHs and bats 6th. Alex Berg gets his first start of the season in right field batting 7th. Giovanni Alfonso plays third base and bats 8th, and Dan Lyons, the shortstop, hits 9th. Rainy Lara is set to go. He's into the windup, and the first pitch of the afternoon misses low to Delta Cleary Jr. at 1:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1 minute behind our scheduled starting time today. Into the wind, Lara deals the 1-0, swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Count now even up, and a ball and a strike to Delta Cleary Jr., who was 2 for 6 with 2 runs scored yesterday and 1 for 4 in the opener with a pair of RBIs. 1-1 pitch. Misses high and outside. Count now 2 balls and a strike to Delta. Got the average up to 236 on the season. Lara deals. The pitch swung on and missed. It's now 2-2. Home run, 23 runs batted in for Delta Cleary Jr. With his recent stretch of good play, 4-game hitting streak coming into play as he fouls off the 2-2. We'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 79 degrees and sunny, the weather here in Bridgeport, Connecticut at first pitch. 1:13 p.m. It came on in from Rainy Lara, who works on the first base side of the rubber, and now the 2-2. This is low to Delta Cleary Jr. and the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Delta had a couple of excellent at-bats yesterday. One resulted in a single and a run scored in an 11-pitch battle with Mike Aquilino. And he also had a 10-pitch at-bat against Manny Del Carmen before he eventually struck out. Now the 3-2. Swing a drive hit in the air pretty well to right field. Going back, Wellington Dotel at the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Leadoff home run for Delta Cleary Jr. and the Ducks take a 1-0 lead. Second home run of the season for Delta. And a leadoff shot puts the Ducks up 1-0. So the Ducks' bat's not slowing down. Here with a new pitcher for Bridgeport. Picking up right where they left off yesterday as the first pitch to Elmer Reyes is fouled back to the screen. Count 0-1. The Ducks yesterday, 11 runs on 16 hits. They also drew 8 walks. This timeout is called. You're right, it's Lara who's about to get into his windup. Now he deals the 0-1 pitch. This is low and outside. Count even up at 1-1 to Reyes. Ducks did a lot of their damage in the first 4 innings of the game yesterday, scoring 10 runs against Bridgeport starter Mike Aquilino, who threw 114 pitches in 3 2/3 innings. 1-1 swung on and missed by Reyes. Count now 1-2. Bridgeport bullpen had to cover the rest of the game. So they did throw 2 position players on the mound, so everyone relatively fresh with the exception of Wander Perez and Manny Del Carmen. Now the 1-2 in there for a called strike 3, and Reyes goes down looking for the first out here in the first inning. First strikeout for Rainey Lara today. That'll bring up Jordan Pacheco, the catcher. 1-0 Long Island, top of the first inning, 1 out, nobody on base. And Jordan Pacheco coming off a 4-for-6 night last night, up at the plate. And with a lot of the attention being paid to Mark Krause at his 14-game hitting streak, Pacheco's been swinging a hot bat as well. As the first pitch comes in at the knees for a strike. Count 0-1. Pacheco has reached safely in 11 straight games and 14 out of his last 15. During that 15-game stretch, he's hitting .406. Pitch is hit on the ground sharply to shortstop. One long hop for Angel Rosa, and he fires on to first. In time to get Pacheco for out number 1, or rather for out number 2 here in the inning. 6-3 on the ground out. That'll bring up Mark Krause. Meet the defensive alignment for the Bridgeport Bluefish in today's ball game. At first base, it's Sean Burrows. The second baseman is Tony Abreu. Angel Rosa plays shortstop, and Angelis Nina is at third. Along the outfield from left to right, it's Osni Guillen in left field, Darby Myers in center, and Wellington Dotel in right, with Jose Heel doing the catching. Krause digs in, lefty batter against the righty Lara, and the first pitch is low. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Home plate umpire in today's ball game, Calvin Baker. Third base umpire, William Best. First base umpire is Jorge Turan. 3-man umpiring crew here in the Atlantic League. 1-0 pitch in for a strike on the outside corner to Krause. Count now even up at 1. Lara and Krause were briefly teammates last year with the Las Vegas 51s. 1-1 pitch. This is low to Krause. Count now 2 balls and a strike. It's the AAA affiliate of the New York Mets. As Lara spent last year between the Binghamton Mets, now the Rumble Ponies, and the Las Vegas 51s. As the 2-1 swung on and missed. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mark Krause. Angelo Sonko, the on-deck batter for Long Island, if Krause keeps the inning alive. However, last year, Lara only pitched 2 games with Las Vegas. 1 start, 1 relief appearance, but 5 2/3 total innings. 2-2 misses low, count full, now 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. A leadoff home run for Delta Cleary Jr. getting the Ducks on the board. They lead the Bridgeport Bluefish 1-0. Here's the 3-2 to Krause. Misses high and outside for ball 4. So good eye there by Krause to not chase the fastball on 3-2. It's a 2-out walk for Rainey Lara, and that'll extend the inning for Angelo Sanko. Another guy who's been swinging a hot bat for Long Island. 7-game hitting streak entering play today for Angelo, hitting .310 during that span with 4 home runs. This after a little bit of a down spell coming out of the All-Star break. He has really turned on his power production lately. Kraus with his lead in the first pitch to Sanko. Misses high in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Sanko has the batting average up to .261 on the season. Team leading 19 home runs. Second in the league among players who are still here. 1-0 pitch. Missed upstairs. Count 2 balls and no strikes to Sanko. Casey Hobson has 21 home runs for the Lancaster Barnstormers, but he had his contract purchased about a month ago. Still leading the league in home runs, just to show you how big of a lead he had. Michael Snyder, the active leader, with 20 for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 2-0 pitch misses. It's now 3-0 to Sanko. And Sanko right in behind him. Angelo also among the RBI leaders, coming in at 52 today. That's 4th among current Atlantic Leaguers, behind Sean Halton of Lancaster, Michael Snyder, and Isaias Tejeda of the York Revolution. Mark Kraus is tied with Sanko for that 4th spot. 3-0 pitch, taking all the way, is a fastball at the knees on the outside corner. Generous call that time from Calvin Baker, and the count 3-1. 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. It's the Ducks 1, and the Bluefish yet to bat. 3 balls and a strike as Lara comes to the high set. Now the pitch. That one missed outside for ball 4 as Sanko tosses the bat aside and heads on down to first base with the second walk of the inning for the Ducks. Another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. So runners on first and second for Ruben Gotay. Gotay had a 3-hit game yesterday, all singles, a run scored, and an RBI, also drew a walk. Reached base safely 4 times. Lara comes to the high set, now the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike to Gotay, count 0-1. In fact, get this, yesterday, every batter in the Ducks lineup reached base safely at least once, and 8 out of the 9 reached base safely at least twice. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a ball hit off the end of the bat in a shallow left field. Going back on it, the shortstop, Rosa. He makes the call and makes the catch for out number 3 here in the first inning. But the Ducks get on the scoreboard, a run on a hit, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. Delta Cleary Jr. with a leadoff home run puts the Ducks on top. It's 1-0 Long Island, headed to the bottom of the first.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? just walk in. Henderson Alvarez to the mound for the Long Island Ducks, stake to a 1-0 lead on the strength of a leadoff home run by Delta Cleary Jr. in the first inning. That was the Ducks' 77th home run this season and the second of the year for Delta. A reminder that if the Ducks hit 100 home runs this year, they've met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. And Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Darby Myers will lead things off for the Bridgeport Bluefish, followed by Tony Abreu and Wellington Dotel here in the bottom of the first against the sinker baller Henderson Alvarez. To follow will be Sean Burrows, Jose Heel, Daniel Fields, Angelis Nina, Osni Guillen, and Angel Rosa. So Alvarez into the funky windup as he does on the first pitch of every game. And the first pitch to Darby Myers is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Myers digging in at .330 on the season, the batting average, and he swings and hits a ground ball to shortstop, fielded chest high by Dan Lyons on 2 long hops. And the throw to first is in time to retire Myers for the first out of the inning. And with that said, let's meet the defensive alignment for the Long Island Ducks in today's ball game. At first base, Angelo Sonko. At second base, it's Elmer Reyes, while Dan Lyons is at shortstop, and Giovanni Alfonso plays third base. In the outfield, from left to right, Mark Krause is in left field, Delta Cleary Jr. is in center, Alex Berg is in right, and Jordan Pacheco catches. First pitch to the switch-hitting Tony Abreu misses low. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Abreu at .303 on the season. 3 home runs, 37 RBIs. The pitch misses low. It's now 2-0. Abreu didn't play in Friday night's game. Did yesterday, though, as the pitch is spoiled foul down the left field line. Count 2-1. Went 1 for 3 with a double. Was thrown out as part of a double play in the 5th inning. Picked off second base after a line drive was caught by Pacheco. As the 2-1 misses low, it's now 3-1. Jordan Pacheco was playing first base last night with Alex Berg doing the catching. Alvarez deals the 2-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball hit off the mound and off the leg of Alvarez out to second base where Reyes fields and throws to first. That's not in time to get the runner Abreu. And now the concern for Henderson Alvarez as Tony Abreu beats out an infield single. With 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning, and Alvarez quickly waves trainer Dottie Pitchford back into the dugout, saying that he is all fine. After that one came up and caught him, looked like on the back of the calf. That'll bring up Wellington Dotel with a man on first and 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. It's Long Island 1 and Bridgeport 0. The strength of a solo home run to lead off the game by Delta Cleary Jr. Now Dotel tries to drop a bunt down but fouls it off up the third base line and off the facing of the Long Island Ducks dugouts. The count 0-1. Dotel recently re-signed by Bridgeport after he played for them last year. Started this year in the Mexican League. Was released and now here with Bridgeport, playing in his 3rd game since rejoining the team. Was 1 for 7 the first 2 games, as Alvarez, I believe, just trying to get a new baseball here. Dotel ran up as if to try and hit that ball, but it wasn't a pitch. It was timeout called. Alvarez was not towing the rubber. So the count, no balls and a strike to Dotel. Pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's now 1-1. And Alvarez will throw and eat this pitch every once in a while, that big, slow Bugs Bunny curveball. But that was not it. He comes set. Now the 1-1. Fastball breaks the bat of Dotel. Slow roller to third. Alfonso goes to second for 1. Relay to first. Not in time. So a good job by Giovanni Alfonso, recognizing that he was going to have enough time to get Tony Abreu and get the lead runner. And the Ducks nearly able to turn 2, but not able to as Dotel was hustling on that slowly hit ground ball. So the fielder's choice goes 5-4 for the second out of the inning, erasing Abreu. And that'll bring up Sean Burrows, the first baseman. 2 outs and a runner on first base. 1-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Burrows at the dish, went 2 for 4 yesterday. Pair of hits off John Brownell, and is 2 for 8 overall in the series. His average at .342 on the season to lead the Atlantic League. The pitch, Dotel runs, misses low, throw down to second by Pacheco is in time. The throw is to the left field side of the bag, and a great job by Reyes to reach across his body to catch the ball and then swipe down and tag out Wellington Dotel to end the inning. Caught stealing goes 2-4. And that does it for the Bluefish here in the first. It's 1-0 Long Island as we head to the seconds.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
The Long Island Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Alex Berg will lead things off for the Ducks, followed by Giovanni Alfonso and Dan Lyons. 7, 8, 9 in the lineup against Rainey Lara, with Long Island leading 1-0 in the top of the second inning. Well, we've got a couple of injuries to report for the Ducks. It's the first pitch to Berg, misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. The first one concerns the reason why Alex Berg is playing right field today. 1-0 pitch. Swing a ball hit out into left center field, could be trouble, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Berg turns first and heads towards second as Myers into the gap to cut it off. He'll throw it back into the infield as Alex Berg is in at second base standing with a leadoff double here in the second inning. So well struck ball by Alex Berg as he collects his first hit of the series. That'll bring up Giovanni Alfonso with a man on seconds. And nobody out here in the second inning with the Ducks up 1-0. Anthony Vega, when he was stealing second base in the first inning yesterday, had a ball come up and hit him in the face. Being held out of the lineup here after x-rays were positive and showed a break up in his cheekbone. Pitch, Alfonso is grounded into left field for a base hit. Back-to-back hits to get things going in the top of the second. For the Ducks, runners on the corners with nobody out. Dan Lyons coming up to the plate. So we don't know how long Vega will be out for, but he's got that fracture up in his cheekbone area. So he's not able to play today. Lou Ford is still day-to-day with a hamstring injury, and Quentin Berry is day-to-day with a quadriceps injury. So 3 Ducks outfielders all down, and that's why Alex Berg is out in right field today. Pickoff attempted first, and back in standing was Alfonso. The Ducks might have been able to get away with throwing Angelo Sonko in right field. Of course, remember, played a lot of outfield at the beginning of the year. First pitch to Lyons is swung on and missed. The count 0-1. But then you'd have to either put Ruben Gotay at first base or Jordan Pacheco, which would mean having to catch Alex Berg in the day game after the night game. So wanting to give him the day off behind the plate, he's out in right field today. Pitch to Lyons is fouled back off the top of the screen. Bounces down to the turf below. Count 0-2 now to Lyons. The Ducks with no bench players today, essentially. It's going to be a very thin day on the bench, although that's the benefit of the DH, because you don't need to pinch hit a whole lot. Lara fakes a throw over to first base. And they'll call a balk. Alex Berg will come in to score from third. Giovanni Alfonso will head down to second. There's a balk called against Rainey Lara. And the Ducks now lead it 2-0. Lara just stepped off and faked the throw to first base, and that drew the balk call. Pitch now with Alfonso on second, runs inside and hits Lyons on the shoulder blade. So Dan Lyons hit by a pitch for the 7th time this season. That puts runners on first and second with nobody out, and Delta Cleary Jr. coming up to the plate. Now I know that the fake to third, fake to first move is a balk, but Lara didn't fake to third. I have to try and double check that in between innings if just faking to first is a balk or what the call was there. So I don't think faking to first is necessarily a balk move. Pitch to Delta Cleary Jr. He bunts it up the third baseline, and it's a beauty. Lara will pick it up and put it in his back pocket as it's a bunt single for Delta Cleary Jr., and the bases are loaded with Ducks. Alfonso goes down to third, Lyons up to second, and Cleary aboard at first with his second hit of the game. And now the Ducks in danger of really breaking things open here in the second inning, up 2-0 with Elmer Reyes coming up to the plate. Nobody out, the bases loaded against Rainey Lara. Lara comes set, checking the runner at third, will work out of the stretch to pitch. This is low, check swing by Reyes on appeal. He did not go around. Count 1 ball and no strikes. You'll see sometimes pitchers, when there's the bases loaded or even just a runner on third, they'll like to work out of the windup. But Lara opting to work out of this stretch. It's all just a comfort thing. So the 1-0 to Reyes is hit in the air to center field. Playable for Myers, ranging over towards left center. Tagging at third, Alfonso. Myers makes the catch. The runners leave. The throw comes into the middle of the diamond and gets thrown away, but it gets by everybody. The second baseman Abreu, the first baseman Burrows, but everyone will hold up. Lyons advances to third on the play. Alfonso comes in to score. It's a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Elmer Reyes, and the Ducks now lead it 3-0. So the throw from Myers was cut off by the shortstop Angel Rosa, and then he threw to second base. For some reason, caught Tony Abreu by surprise. Throw got past him and past the first baseman Sean Burrows backing up. Pickoff attempted first, back in safely as Delta Cleary Jr. But it wasn't far enough away for Dan Lyons at third base to think about trying to come in and score. Not a lot of foul territory here on the playing surface at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Another pickoff attempt and Cleary back in safely again. 3-0 Long Island, a run in the first, 2 runs so far here in the second. 1 out, and runners on the corners for the heart of the lineup for Long Island's. Pacheco 0 for 1 today, grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Lara pickoff attempted first, and Delta Cleary Jr. back in safely again. Delta's 19 of 22 in terms of stolen bases this season. It's got a healthy lead being held on by Sean Burrows. Amtrak Acela train rattles by on the tracks out in the distance. Lara, another pickoff attempt. And again, Delta back in with a head-first dive. Started to tell you about the hot hitting of Jordan Pacheco, hitting over 400 in his last 15 games entering play today. 10 runs, 8 doubles, 2 homers, and 14 RBIs in that span, too. First pitch to Pacheco misses inside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Now, Pacheco hitting .276 on the season, 11 doubles, 3 homers, and 20 driven in. Lara comes to the high set, and the pitch. This is low. Count 2 balls and no strikes. Rainey Lara has thrown 37 pitches already with just 1 out in the top of the second inning, 20 strikes, and 17 balls. Not a good ratio. Ideally, you tell a pitcher you want to be somewhere around 2-1 strikes to balls. Lara almost at 1-1. It's the 2-0. This is low. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Pacheco. A walk to Pacheco loads the bases for Mark Krause. He of the 14-game hitting streak who drew a walk his first time up. It's Lions at third, Delta Cleary Jr. at first. 3-0 Ducks. Rainey Lara, former Mets prospect, comes set in the 3-0 pitch. On the inside corner at the knees for a strike. It's now 3-1. Lara missed his spot with the pitch that time, but it was still in for a strike, and taking all the way was Pacheco. We now can sit back and wait for his pitch here on 3-1. Pitch, runner goes. Swinging a fly ball, lifted foul on the first base line. That'll get out of play and back out of the stadium into the parking lot. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Pacheco. So with Cleary running on the 3-1, he'll almost definitely be off here on the 3-2 to avoid a potential inning-ending double play. It was a heel, the catcher, with an okay throwing arm, but the Ducks did run on him on Friday night a little bit. 3-2 pitch, Cleary goes again, and again, Pacheco fights it foul off the fists. And we'll do it again, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lara comes set. And now the pitch. Runner goes again, and it misses low for ball 4. So Jordan Pacheco draws a walk. That's already the 3rd of the game issued by Rainey Lara in just 2 1/3 innings. And it loads the bases for Mark Krause. That's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, need a doctor, just walk in. So Mark Krause at the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the top of the second inning. The Ducks leading the Bridgeport Bluefish 3-0. Rainey Lara in a world of trouble. It's the first pitch to Krause. Swinging a drive deep down the right field line, but foul. Krause out in front of it as it 1 hops off the facing of the railroad tracks on a retaining wall. And they count 0-1. Krause drew a walk his first time up, so no official at-bats today. Lara comes to the high set. Now deals the 0-1. One misses low in the dirt, count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike as Lara really struggling with his commands. Came into the game having walked 34 batters in 93 2/3 innings. Has already walked 3 in an inning and a third today. Ducks up by 3, and it could be a lot more with 1 swing of the bat from Mark Krause. The 1-1. Swing a drive. There's a base hit into right field past the glove of Tony Abreu. Runners will go station to station as Dan Lyons comes in to score from third base. The score now 4-0 in favor of the Ducks, and Angelo Sunko coming up to the plate. RBI single for Mark Krause gives him his 53rd run batted into the year. It's now tops on the team, 1 ahead of the man at the plate, Angelo Sunko. And it extends his hitting streak to 15 games, the longest for a Long Island Duck this season. It's going to bring Bridgeport pitching coach Rich Garces out to the mound to go have a word with Rainey Lara and the rest of his infield. Bases still loaded, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. The Ducks with 3 runs here against Rainey Lara. Is continuing to pour on with a 4-0 lead as the big inning has been the Ducks' MO over the last couple of days. Yesterday, 3 runs in 3 separate half innings. The Ducks scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning on Friday night. They had 2 3-run innings against Sugar Land on Thursday, 2 2-run innings against Sugar Land on Wednesday, and a 3-run inning and a 2-run inning against Sugar Land back on Tuesday. They've been scoring their runs in bunches. 3 here in the top of the 2nd and still going. First pitch to Sunko. Misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. And Lara's struggling with his control, not getting any help on any of those 50-50 pitches. Sunko walked his first trip to the plate, so officially 0 for 0 as the pitch is swung on and missed. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Sunko, the team leader with 19 home runs. No Duck has hit 20 in a season since Adam Bailey back in 2014. Sunko seems a lock to get there. In this game, number 92 for Long Island. As the pitch misses upstairs. And the count now 2 balls and a strike to Sunko. He's just 1 away, and the Ducks still have 48 games to play, including today. Lara comes to the high set. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball lifted in the air to shallow left field. Going back on it, the shortstop Rosa coming in, the left fielder, and the ball will drop in. Everyone moves up a base. As looked like Rosa just took his eyes off the ball, and that one will go down, they'll say, as a base hit and an RBI for Angelo Sunko, and the Ducks grab a 5-0 lead as Delta Cleary Jr. comes in to score. Just some bad luck that time for Rainey Lara. You got a pop up from Sunko, but Angel Rosa, the shortstop, lost it up in the sun, and it falls in for an RBI hit. The bases stay loaded, and Ruben Gotay comes up to the plate, the 9th batter to bat, and there's still just 1 out in the inning. 5-0 Long Island. First pitch to Gotay. It's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. The count's 0-1. Alex Berg on deck. He doubled to lead off the inning. Here's the 51st pitch of the night from Lara. Swung on and missed by Gotay. Count now 0-2. So Rainey Lara trying to recover here and just limit the damage to the 4 runs that have already come in to score on 5 hits. Lara set. Now the 0-2. Swing of drive deep to right field. This could go, and that ball is a fair ball that hits off the wall down in the corner. 1 run is in. Here comes Kraus chugging home. The throw, he is out at the plate. It's an RBI single for Angelo Sunko. And the Ducks now lead it 6-0, but Kraus out for out number 2 at the plate. Thrown out 9-4-2. Gotay at first with the RBI hit, his 11th RBI of the season. Going first to third on the play was Sunko. Jordan Pacheco, the runner who came in and scored from third. There's now 2 gone. That'll bring Alex Berg up to the plates. 10th man to bat for the Ducks. Now Lara 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike. The count 0-1. Berg doubled to left center field his first time up. I was leading off this frame and came home to score on a balk. For advancing to third on a single from Giovanni Alfonso. The 0-1. Swing a ground ball hit to the left side of the infield. Picked by Nina. He'll throw to second in time to retire Ruben Gotay and retire the side. Fielder's choice goes 5-4, but the Long Island Ducks score 5 runs on 6 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. The score is 6-0 in favor of the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by ClearVision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, 6-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. There's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today at liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. Sean Burrows will lead things off for the Bridgeport Bluefish in the bottom of the second inning. He'll be followed by Jose Heel and Daniel Fields, 4, 5, and 6, against Henderson Alvarez, who had a bit of a long layoff as the Ducks sent 10 to the plate and scored 5 runs on 6 hits in the top of the second inning. So Alvarez into the windup, and the first pitch to Burrows is a fastball that misses low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Burrows was at the plate when Wellington Dotel was caught stealing to end the bottom of the first inning. Now the pitch. That misses. It's 2-0. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Long Island. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Bridgeport. Bluefish in their home white jerseys today, with the green and blue stripe running down the side. Green and blue numbers on the front and back, with Bluefish written across the chest. 2-0 pitch. This is outside. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Burrows. Long Island in their alternate orange jersey tops. They wore them yesterday in 1, so they stay in them today. So the 3-0 is in for a strike, now 3-1. Gray baseball pants, black caps with the Ducks D logo on the front of the bill. Into the wind, the 3-1 from Alvarez. This is low and outside for ball 4. So Henderson Alvarez issues his first walk of the game, as Sean Burrows heads down to first base, and that'll bring up Jose Heel. Alvarez didn't walk anybody in 4 innings in his last start against the Sugarland Skeeters, after walking 3 in his first outing against the New Britain Bees. He's known as a control artist in his time in the major leagues and a good sinker ball pitcher. Didn't strike out a lot, but also limited his walks very effectively. So here's Jose Heel at the plate. First pitch on the inside corner with a fastball. The count 0-1. Heel doing the catching for Bridgeport today, hitting .311 on the season. 2 home runs, 35 runs batted in. This is a Bridgeport team with a high batting average, but doesn't hit a lot of home runs. The 0-1 misses low and inside, count even up at 1-1. As a team, Bridgeport hitting .281 on the season. That's second in the Atlantic League, behind only the Lancaster Barnstormers, who are hitting .284 as a team. But just 52 home runs for Bridgeport this year, which is 1 fewer than the Somerset Patriots. And those two have by far the fewest home runs of any teams in the Atlantic League. Now the 1-1 pitch to Heels, swung on and missed. Got now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Part of that is the large ballpark that the Bluefish play in. It's just 325 down either line, but the power alleys just go way out there until it reaches 405 feet in center field. Now the 1-2. Swung on and fouled off by Heel. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Unless you're going to hit it down the lines here at the ballpark at Harbor Yard, you really got to hit a shot, especially when the wind is blowing in like it was yesterday. Today, more of a Zephyrian breeze blowing out to left. At least that according to the flag that hangs on the flagpole out beyond the left field wall. 1-2 pitch. There's the ethos from Alvarez, and Heels swings and misses for out number 1 here in the seconds. First strikeout of the game for Henderson Alvarez. I'll bring up Daniel Fields with 1 gone in the bottom of the second inning. 6-0 the score. Favor the Long Island Ducks. Also out beyond that left field wall, you see the Webster Bank Arena, home of the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, an American Hockey League team affiliated with the New York Islanders. The first pitch misses low to Fields. The count 1 ball and 0 strikes. It's also the home of Sacred Heart Athletics, Fairfield University Athletics, and occasionally UConn will play a game here and there. 1-0 pitch misses upstairs. It's now 2-0. Also home to concerts and all other kinds of things. Nice little area where you've got the arena and you've got the ballpark right next to each other, sharing parking lots and whatnot here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 2-0 pitch to Fields is swung on and missed. Count now 2 balls and a strike. You got easy access with the train. Couple big parking garages as well, and a nice little area here in Bridgeport, which they call the Park City for its many parks. 2-1 pitch from Alvarez is in for a called strike. It's now 2-2. Fields not liking the call, and protest heads out nearly to the edge of the batter's circle before digging back in. Alvarez set, and now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Looked like an off-speed pitch from Alvarez, getting Fields out in front. Back-to-back strikeouts for Henderson. And there's now 2 out, and the runner still on first base here in the second inning. Bottom second, 6-0 Long Island. Runner on first is Sean Burrows. He walked to lead off the inning. Now Angelis Nina comes up to the plates. First game that Nina has started in this series, that we have seen him once as he swings at the pitch and lines it pretty well out to left center field. On the run, not being able to get there is Delta Cleary Jr., but he cuts it off on a hop and fires it back in quickly. Having a hold up at third is Sean Burrows, and it's a 2-out double for Angelis Nina to put runners on second and third with 2 outs here in the seconds. That'll bring Osni Guillen up to the plate with a chance to get the Bluefish on the board here in the bottom of the second. 6-0 Long Island. Nina on second and Burrows on third. Burrows, who doesn't run well at all, not able to score on that double into the gap. Alvarez looks into Pacheco for his signs. They get on the same page. He's set, and now the pitch. Fastball at the knees for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Osni Guillen hitting .253 on the season for Bridgeport. Didn't play in the series opener on Friday night, but did play yesterday and went 1 for 3 with a single. That was against John Brownell. Also hit into a double play in that game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count now 0-2 to Guillen, with Angel Rosa swinging the bat on the on-deck circle. He would be next. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second inning. 6-0 Long Island. Alvarez set now the 0-2. Fastball misses outside. Tried to overthrow that time, and front shoulder just flew open for Alvarez. Count 1-2. Ducks a run in the first inning on a leadoff solo home run from Delta Cleary Jr. And 5 runs on 6 hits in the top of the second. Now Bridgeport trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time since the bottom of the first inning yesterday. This timeout is called at home plate by Osni Guillen. He'll dig back in before the 1-2 pitch. Alvarez set and the delivery. This is high and outside. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third here in the bottom of the second inning. 6-0 the score in favor of Long Island here in the rubber game of a 3-game series. Bridgeport took the opener. The Ducks won the middle game. Now the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul up the first base line. Do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Osni Guillen. Now Jordan Pacheco will head out to the mound to chat things over with Henderson Alvarez and bring Calvin Baker along with him. Trying to change up the signs here. No timeouts. Will be charged. Henderson Alvarez has struck out 2. 1 strike away from getting out of the jam as Guillen fights it foul down the left field line. And out of play towards the end of the seating bowl area. We'll do it again at 2-2. Alvarez comes set. And now the 3-2 pitch, or the 2-2 pitch, rather, misses low. And now the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Scoreboard out in right center field tricked me. Had already said 3-2 before that pitch. $6-0 the score in favor of the Ducks. Bottom 2, runner at second, Angelis Nina. Runner at third, Sean Burrows. Now the payoff pitch. Swing a foul ball down the left field line, out of play, up towards the top of the bleacher seats. And we'll do it again at 3-2. As Osni Guillen being a thorn in the side of Henderson Alvarez. Here in this at-bat, Alvarez trying to get through Guillen and put an end to this threat here in the bottom of the second. Dangles the right arm as he looks into Pacheco for his sides. Now comes set at the belt. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Alvarez went to the changeup and got Guillen swinging over the top of it. Henderson Alvarez strikes out the side here in the second inning. And the Ducks take a 6-0 lead as we head to the top of the third.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Tyler Levine, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets, Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit www.nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. Giovanni Alfonso will lead things off in the top of the third for the Ducks. Here against Rainey Lara will be Alfonso, Dan Lyons, and Delta Cleary Jr., 8-9-1 in the Ducks lineup. First pitch from Lara misses low and outside. The count 1-0 to Alfonso, who singled and came home to score back in the second inning when the Ducks sent 10 men to the plate, scoring 5 runs on 6 hits. Pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. It's the Ducks 6, the Bridgeport Bluefish nothing. Here in this top of the third, now the 1-1 to Alfonso. Pitch misses outside. It's now 2 balls and a strike. It's Rainey Lara, tall right-hander, having a little bit of trouble out on the mounds. Into the full windup, the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit off the fists up the middle. Ranging to his left, Rosa makes the grab, and he'll throw on to first in time to retire Giovanni Alfonso. 6-3 on the ground out for the first out here in the third inning. So that'll bring Dan Lyons up to the plate. No official at-bats, was hit by a pitch his first time up and came around to score. Lara, 6'4", 240 pounds, from Bani in the Dominican Republic. Born on March 14th, 1991. The first pitch is low and outside to Dan Lyons. Count 1-0 strikes. Lara was signed as a teenager at 17 years old by the New York Mets back in the late 2000s. As the 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, the count now 1-1. Lara made his first splash stateside as 19-year-old in the GCL, the Gulf Coast League, with the Mets. As the 1-1 misses, it's now 2-1 to Lions. We're in 16 games. He posted a 2.22 ERA with the GCL Mets. Now the 2-1 to Lions is popped up left side of the infield. Third baseman Nina, shading his eyes, coming in on it, makes the catch. That's out number 2 here in the inning. Lyons pops up, and that'll bring up the top of the lineup, and Delta Cleary Jr. getting his third at-bat here only in the top of the third inning. And Cleary already a home run and a bunt single, and 2 runs scored in the game today. So Lara out of the windup. Delivers the first pitch to Delta Cleary Jr. It misses high and outside. The count 1-0 strikes. Delta continuing to raise his batting average up now at 242 for the year with his 2 for 2 today. So this pitch misses low. It's now 2-0 strikes. Lara out of the windup with the bases empty, and now the pitch. And this is low. Count 3 strikes to Delta Cleary Jr. Now the pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. 3-1. Lara winds and fires the pitch. Swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. That'll get well out of play. Count now full. 3 strikes to Delta Cleary Jr. The home run for Delta Cleary Jr. leading off this game was his first extra base hit since June 16th against the Lancaster Barnstormers when he had a double. It was in the opening game of that series. June 16th to July 30th. The amount of time it took for Delta to get another base hit as he's been warming up, and he takes ball 4 It'll head on down to first base with another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. I'll bring Elmer Reyes to the dish with a man on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. This is upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strike to Reyes. Reyes took a called third strike his first time up, had a sacrifice fly and an RBI his last trip. The RBI was his 37th on the season. 1-0 is in for a strike at the knees. Count even up at a ball and a strike to Reyes. 37 RBIs puts him third on the team behind Mark Krause and Angelo Sunko, each of whom are tied with 53 runs batted in this season. Pitch swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. That'll get out of play and out of the stadium. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Although the scoreboard in right center shows 2-1. Home plate umpire Calvin Baker is flashing the signs just to remind everyone of the counts. 1-2, nubbed foul by Reyes. We'll do it again at 1-2. 2 gone here in the top of the third inning. 6-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. A run in the first inning, thanks to a Delta Cleary Jr. leadoff home run. And then 5 runs on 6 hits. Coming in the top of the second. Lara trying to keep the Ducks off the scoreboard here in the third, but having to labor to do so. Now the 1-2. Fouled off again by Reyes. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch will be the 20th of the inning for Lara. He's eclipsed 20 pitches now in all 3 innings of this game. Will also be his 72nd of the night. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit out towards shortstop. Gobbling it up is Angel Rosa. He throws to first, and keeping his foot on the bag was Sean Burrows. And that'll do it for the Ducks here in the third. No runs, no hits, the walk, and a man left on base here in inning number 3. It's 6-0 Long Island as we head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of the third inning, 6-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Hey Ducks fans, the final out of the top of the third inning was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. Angel Rosa will lead things off in the bottom of the third for the Bridgeport Bluefish. We followed by Darby Myers and Tony Abreu, 9-1-2 in the Bridgeport lineup. Going up against Henderson Alvarez, staked to an early 6-0 lead. Alvarez into the wind, the first pitch. Misses inside to Rosa. And count 1 ball and no strikes. Rosa started in the first game of this series back on Friday nights. Went 1 for 4, played second base. 1-0 misses. Now 2 balls and no strikes. And then yesterday, he did not start, but came in as a pitcher and allowed a run on 3 hits in the 9th inning. Now timeout called here at home plates. Rosa waiting a little bit too long for Henderson Alvarez to deliver the 2-0. Now into the wind, Alvarez fires the pitch. This is low and inside, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Alvarez kicks and deals the pitch. That one's on the inside corner for a strike. Now 3-1 to Rosa. Henderson Alvarez, facing his 9th batter of the day, has allowed 2 hits so far, struck out 3, and walked 1. The pitch. This is low and inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Angel Rosa. Second straight inning that Alvarez has walked the leadoff man. He walked Sean Burrows to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Burrows advanced as far as third base in the frame before being stranded there. So that brings Darby Myers to the plate. Runner on first, nobody out. The leadoff man for Bridgeport now at the plate. Myers grounded out to shortstop his first time up. First pitch from Alvarez. Fastball at the letters for a called strike. Count 0-1. Alvarez today, 2 ground ball outs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 runner, I should say, was caught stealing. A 1 pitch, swinging a fly ball, lifted in the air to left field. Coming in on it, Mark Krause, converging with Delta Cleary Jr. And on the Cleary Jr., the center fielder, making the catch on the fly ball for out number 1 here in the third, chasing Rosa back to first base. So the speedy Myers is set aside for out number 1 in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Tony Abreu. As we'll check scores from around the Atlantic League here in this half inning. 3 games going on in the afternoon, 1 a night game out in Sugar Land, Texas. First pitch to Tony Abreu, misses low and outside, count 1 ball and no strikes. Abreu, an infield single his first time up. York Revolution lead the New Britain Bees 6-0 in the top of the third inning at New Britain Stadium. It's the pitch to Abreu, misses low and outside, count now 2 balls and no strikes. He checked his swing but didn't go around, no appeal necessary. We're in the bottom of the first inning at Regency Furniture Stadium. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and Lancaster Barnstormers are scoreless. That game just got underway at 2:05. 2-0 pitch misses in. And they got now 3 balls and no strikes to Abreu. And as we teased, the Somerset Patriots at the Sugar Land Skeeters tonight, 6:05 local, which means here on the East Coast, a 7:05 p.m. start at Constellation Field in Sugar Land. 3-0 pitch is a strike at the knees. It's now 3-1 to Abreu. 1 out and a man on first base here in the bottom of the third inning. It's the Long Island Ducks leading the Bridgeport Bluefish 6-0. In local MLB action, the Mets are at the Mariners at 4:10. 3-1 fouled up the first base line by Abreu. We'll do it again here, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Seth Lugo gets the start for the Mets. Going up against a lefty for Seattle, James Paxton. It's 10-3, a 2.84 ERA. Paxton having a great year for the Mariners. Pitch, runner goes, hit on the ground to the right side of the infield. That'll sneak through into right field for a base hit. Alex Berg fires it back in. Is going first to third on the play is Angel Rosa. And aboard at first base with a base knock is Tony Abreu, his second hit of the game. And it's runners on the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Long Island 6 and Bridgeport 0. Final game locally for Major League Baseball. The Tampa Bay Rays lead the New York Yankees 4-2 in the top of the third inning. Jordan Montgomery got the start for the Yankees, has been removed after 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. It's the first pitch to Wellington. Dotel misses inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Ronald Torreyes with a home run for the New York Yankees in the game. Right now, the Rays in the midst of a 3-run outburst here in the top of the third inning and still going with 2 outs. Pitch misses. It's now 2-0 to Wellington Dotel. A ground ball here from Alvarez could get them out of this inning if the Ducks are able to turn 2 on it. "6-0 Ducks, middle infield, shorten up to turn 2. Now the pitch. Swing a broken back ground ball, foul at third base. Touched up in foul territory by Angel Rosa. The runner at third who flips the ball into the stands for a fan. Count 2-1. Because Rosa was in foul territory when he touched the ball. Obviously, he's not out. So now Wellington Dotel will have to go fetch a new bat from the dugouts for the Bridgeport Bluefish. You know, batters are supposed to have a spare bat basically ready to go. Nobody follows that rule. Basically, it's supposed to be there in the on-deck circle so you can just go over and grab it when you're out. Or rather, if you break a bat. But instead, Dotel will rub some pine tar on the handle. Gets set to go here. 2 balls and a strike. The count from Henderson Alvarez. Runners on the corners, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Now the pitch. This is low and inside. It's now 3-1. 6-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Here at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. A beautiful, lazy Sunday for baseball. 79 degrees and sunny at first pitch. A couple of cotton ball clouds overhead, but nothing too much. 3-1 is fouled off by Dotel. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just scattered clouds, almost as if they were painted there, just for a little bit of accent across a brilliant bright blue sky. You just couldn't ask for a better day, or rather 2 better days in a row for baseball than what the Ducks have gotten here in Bridgeport last night and tonight. Just not too hot, not too cold, no threat of weather. Just a beautiful, perfect night or day for baseball. Pitch, runner goes, and it misses low and inside for ball 4. Henderson Alvarez now with 3 walks in the game, including 2 here in this inning, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Bridgeport. I'll bring Billy Horn out of the dugout for the Long Island Ducks to chat with Henderson Alvarez and Jordan Pacheco. Corner infielders Alfonso and Sanko will come in on the discussion as well, as it's been a narrow strike zone behind home plate for Calvin Baker today. It's been going both ways. Henderson Alvarez with 3 walks in 3 innings. Rainey Lara with 4 walks in 3 innings. Timeout against the Ducks, their first charged timeout of the game. Bases loaded with Bluefish. It's Angel Rosa at third base, Tony Abreu at second, Wellington Dotel at first, and Sean Burrows now up at the plates. Former big leaguer Burrows digs in. Left-handed batter. It's the righty tossing Henderson Alvarez. First pitch on the way. Made a ground ball hit to the right side of the infield. Glove by Sanko. Throws to second for 1. Relay to first. A split by Alvarez, and they got him. What a play by Henderson Alvarez. nearly doing a full gymnastics split to get that extra stretch, and turn 2, 3-6-1 on the double play, hit into by Sean Burrows, and the inning is over. No runs for the Bluefish on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Long Island 6 and Bridgeport nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. The Long Island Ducks lead the Bridgeport Bluefish 6-0. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Jordan Pacheco will lead things off for the Ducks here in this 4th inning, followed by Mark Krause and Angelo Sanko, 3, 4, and 5 in the Ducks lineup, going up against Rainey Lara. Also here in this top of the 4th, we'll ask you our 4th inning trivia question of the night, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Lara into the wind, the first pitch to Jordan Pacheco, misses low and outside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Pacheco 0 for 1 today. He's also walked and scored a run. Ground out to shortstop to his name against Rainey Lara. Now the pitch. This is low, count 2 balls and no strikes. Tonight's 4th inning trivia question concerns Hall of Fame Day, because today the Baseball Hall of Fame gets 5 new members. We talked about them a little bit last night, as the 2-0 pitch to Pacheco is in for a called strike at the letters. Count now 2-1. Jeff Bagwell going in, first baseman for the Houston Astros. Tim Raines, outfielder for the Montreal Expos and many other teams. 2-1 pitch to Pacheco, driven down the left field line. That's extra bases heading towards the corner. Pacheco rounds first and heads for second, and he'll get in there standing easily with a leadoff double here in the top of the 4th inning. So Jordan Pacheco keeps on hitting, collects his 12th double of this season. And it's a man in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the 4th inning for the Ducks, leading 6-0 over the Bridgeport Bluefish. I'll bring Mark Krause up to the plate. Also, Ivan Rodriguez, catcher for the Texas Rangers, and then he bounced around to several teams for the remainder of his career, even a short stint with the New York Yankees, going into the Hall of Fame, along with executives former Commissioner Bud Selig and John Shearholtz, GM of the Royals and Braves from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, as the first pitch to Mark Krause is in for a strike, count 0-1. So those 5 going in, and one of those 5 has an Atlantic League tie. The 0-1 pitch to Krause is swung on and driven in the air, high and pretty deep to center field, but it's cavernous out there to center. Going back on it, Darby Myers makes the catch, tagging at second and heading for third is Jordan Pacheco, and he'll make it there without a throw. So a fly out to center field by Krause, but a productive out as it advances Pacheco to third base. And without further ado, let's get you tonight's 4th inning trivia question. Tim Raines enters the Hall of Fame today. He played 7 games with the Somerset Patriots in the 2000 season. He becomes the 3rd Atlantic Leaguer to be enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Who are the other 2 Hall of Famers who are also Atlantic Leaguers? First pitch to Angelo Sanco, misses high and tight. The count 1 ball and no strikes. To give you a hint, one of them was a player and one of them was a manager. 1-0 pitch. Sanco misses low and inside. We count 2 balls and no strikes to Angelo. Walked and has an RBI single to his name today, 1 for 1. So I'll let you think about that one. As Lara comes set in the pitch, swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike now to Angelo Sanco. Jordan Pacheco, the runner at third base. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-0 the score in favor of the Ducks. They have 8 hits. Now the 2-1. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Count even up at 2-2. We know there have been MVPs to play in the Atlantic League. There have been Cy Young Award winners to play in the Atlantic League, including Eric Gagne with the Ducks earlier this year. 2-2 is fouled off by Sanco. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but of course reigns for those 7 games with the Patriots in 2000. Was one of the first really big names in the Atlantic League. But also in that 2000 season, you had a big name in Newark playing with the Bears. So the 2-2 is swung on and missed by Sanco. That's strike 3. And that's the second strikeout of the game for Rainy Lara. And his first since he fanned Elmer Reyes for the first out in the first inning. So now 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ruben Gotay. But in that 2000 season, the Newark Bears, Ozzie Guillen, brother of Ozzie Canseco, set a league record hitting 48 home runs. As the first pitch to Gotay is lined down the left field line. That's a base hit, and it'll score Jordan Pacheco from third base. Aboard at first with his second RBI single of the game is Ruben Gotay, and the Ducks now lead it 7-0 over the Bridgeport Bluefish. First pitch swinging for Gotay. He lopes a base hit in the left field as Pacheco comes in and scores. The Ducks have now scored at least 7 runs in all 3 games of this series. Here's Alex Berg. First pitch misses low and outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Berg 1 for 2 today, both of his plate appearances coming in the second inning. He doubled and came around to score on a balk, and then grounded into a 5-4 inning-ending fielder's choice. Now the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike to Berg, count even up at 1. But Ozzie Canseco at 48 home runs for the Newark Bears in 2000. And his brother Jose played alongside of him. So the 1-1 is in for a strike to Berg. Count now 1-2. That was the next year that Jose, at age 36, played in 41 games for the Newark Bears and hit 7 home runs. That was a pretty darn good Bears team in 01. So the 1-2 is fouled off by Berg. We'll give it again at a ball and 2 strikes. I mean, listen to some of the players that were on that Bears team. Of course, the Bears now no longer in existence after moving over to the Can-Am League for a couple of years. But you had Jose and Ozzie Canseco as Berg fights one off the fists foul up the first base line. We'll do it again at 1-2. You also had Jim Leyritz, former New York Yankee hero in the '96 World Series. Or big leaguer Reggie Williams was on that team. As well as Jaime Navarro, pretty darn good starting pitcher for many years in the 90s on that team as well. Won 71 games that year. As the pitch misses upstairs to Berg. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. I was in the second year of existence for the Long Island Ducks. But the Bears that year won the North Division by 7 games over the Nashua Pride. Ducks that year finished 62-64. Pitch, Berg swings and drives it high and deep down the left field line, but well foul. Duty at it, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That 62-64 record for the Ducks was 4th in the North Division that year, but it would have been good for, well, 2nd place in the South. Somerset ran away with the South that year, winning by 19 games over the Atlantic City Surf. As the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Berg. And that's strike 3 here in the inning. 2 strikeouts for Rainey Lara. As the inning comes to a close, the Ducks score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave a man on base here in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score is 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score 7-0. The Long Island Ducks lead the Bridgeport Bluefish. Here in this bottom of the 4th inning, we'll answer our 4th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Tonight's 4th inning trivia question concerning Hall of Fame Day, which is today, with former Atlantic Leaguer and Somerset Patriot Tim Raines entering the Hall of Fame. He becomes the 3rd Atlantic Leaguer to enter the Hall. We asked you, who are the other 2? And we gave you a hint. One was a manager and one was a player. So we'll answer that here after Jose Heel digs in, right-handed batter to get things going. Here in the bottom of the 4th is Henderson Alvarez. Out of the windup, delivers the first pitch. Fastball in the inside corner for a called strike. Count 0-1 to Heel. Heel struck out swinging his first time up back in the 2nd inning. In that frame, Alvarez struck out the side. Pitch misses low, and the count now 1-1 strike. Well, Alvarez did have to strand 2 runners on base in that 2nd inning. Was not as fortunate in the 3rd, where he loaded the bases and then got an inning-ending 3-6-1 double play. Timeout called here by Heel before the pitch. So Alvarez has thrown 58 pitches, and number 59 is on its way, and it's swung on and fouled off by Heel. Got a ball and 2 strikes now to the Bridgeport catcher, leading things off. After Heel, it'll be Daniel Fields and Angelis Nina. 5, 6, and 7 in Bridgeport's lineup on this lazy Sunday afternoon in the Park City. Largest city by population in the state of Connecticut. On the 1-2 pitch, misses low. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Heel. Still part of the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area. Plenty of industry all the way around. It's particularly evident if you look off to the right while you're here at the ballpark at Harbor Yard as Heel calls time. There's a Giants shipyard, or rather a harbor yard, just off to our right with 3 large smokestacks. The 2-2 pitch misses for a ball. It's now 3-2. Including one giant one that's painted orange and white alternating stripes all the way up to alert airplanes to its incomingness. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 3 called. Henderson Alvarez drops the ephus on Jose Heel for the second time and gets him looking for strikeout. 4th of the game for Alvarez and the first out here in the 4th inning. So 1 gone, and that'll bring up Daniel Fields. Fields struck out swinging his first time up. That was back in the 2nd. 7-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks over the Bridgeport Bluefish here this Sunday afternoon. First pitch to Fields, a fastball in the outside corner for a strike, and a count 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul ball here at home plate, count 0-2. So to answer our 4th inning trivia question, we'll get what should be the easy one out of the way. And that is the manager. It's because he was the manager of the Long Island Ducks in the 2009 season. Gary Carter, one of the other 2 Atlantic Leaguers with Hall of Fame status as well. Of course, Carter going in for his contributions as a catcher, mostly with the Montreal Expos, with whom's hat he dons on his Hall of Fame plaque, but also Expos and remembered fondly for his time with the Mets, including that great 1986 World Championship team, then managed the 2009 Long Island Ducks. So he's one of the other Atlantic Leaguers in the Hall of Fame. As the pitch misses low, count now 1-2 to Daniel Fields. The other is Ricky Henderson. Played for the Newark Bears in 2003 and 2004, and actually had 2 very good seasons. At age 44 and 45, as the 1-2 pitch is hit foul up into the stands, and we'll do it again at 1-2. And the crazy thing is after Henderson had a very good year for the Newark Bears in 2004, again at age 45, he played another year in 2005. As the 1-2 misses low to Fields, count 2-2. Played for San Diego out in the Golden Baseball League and had a strong year at age 46 before retiring. He, of course, a Hall of Famer. Mostly did his damage with the Oakland A's in the 80s and early 90s. The 2-2 swung on and missed by Fields. That's strike 3. 5 strikeouts now for Henderson Alvarez. New season high for him. There's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So now Tim Raines with his 7 games with the Somerset Patriots. Also managed the Newark Bears at one point. Enters the Hall of Fame today along with Jeff Bagwell, Ivan Rodriguez, Bud Selig, and John Scherholtz. What a class of Hall of Famers. Here's Angelis Nina in against Alvarez, and the first pitch breaking ball misses upstairs. Out 1 ball and no strikes as Alvarez feeling a little frisky there with the first pitch ephus. Here's the 1-0, Alvarez working quickly. Slider missed low. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. There's really going to be some great Hall of Famers coming in the next few years. It's the 2-0 pitch. It's in for a strike, count 2-1. One who might add a 4th Atlantic Leaguer to make the Hall of Fame, a certain right-handed pitcher by the name of Roger Clemens. 2-1 pitch is popped up on the infield, shading his eyes. Elmer Reyes trying to take charge. Now a last-second adjustment. He makes the catch, and that retires the side here in the 4th inning. The Ducks just set down the Bluefish 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy-efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. One more way, PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. We go to the 5th inning. The score 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee, available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit hamptoncoffeecompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. Giovanni Alfonso leads things off in the top of the 5th inning. He takes a called strike from Rainey Lara, count 0-1. It's the Ducks 7 and the Bridgeport Bluefish 0. As the pitch is swung on and lifted in the air down the right field line. That'll twist out of play, count now 0-2 to Giovanni Alfonso. Alfonso 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored a run back in the 2nd inning and also grounded out to shortstop to lead off the 3rd. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way from Lara. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air to center field, chasing Darby Myers back, but he's got plenty of room and makes the catch while jogging out towards the warning track in center field for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. So that brings up Dan Lyons, followed by Delta Cleary Jr. Lyons the 9 batter, Cleary Jr. the leadoff man for the Ducks today. Lyons 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 2nd, also popped up to 3rd base his last time up. Hitting .240 on the season, shortstop for the Ducks. The pitch. This is low, the count 1 ball and 0 strikes. Lyons, a supreme defensive shortstop, has been a solid contributor on offense this year in the last several for Long Island. As the 1-0 is grounded foul at home plate. He fouled it off of his foot and crumples down to the ground in some pain after that one. Lyons will walk it off, try and recover a little bit. But before the 1-1 pitch with 1 out and the base is empty. Here in the top of the 5th inning, it's Long Island 7 and Bridgeport 0. Well, we were talking in the last half inning about some of the Atlantic Leaguers in the Hall of Fame. Tim Raines going in today, joining former Ducks manager Gary Carter, former Newark Bear Ricky Henderson as Hall of Famers with Atlantic League ties. We also speculated that maybe within the next few years there'd be a 4th Atlantic Leaguer in the Hall of Fame in Roger Clemens. 1-1 pitch, Lyons checks his swing. Bailey did not go around, so the count now 2 balls and a strike. Of course, Clemens, a 300-game winner in Major League Baseball, but also pitched for parts of one season with the Sugarland Skeeters. It was actually quite a strong team that the Skeeters had when he was theirs. The pitch is in for a called strike 3. to Dan Lyons. So now 2 gone here in the inning. That'll bring up Delta Cleary Jr. in the top of the lineup. 4th strikeout for Rainey Lara. Clemens, of course, pitched in the major leagues until he was 44 with the New York Yankees. Delta Cleary Jr. rips the first pitch into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. He's now got 3 hits in the game today, a home run and 2 singles. Also a walk. He's reached base safely all 4 times up at the dish. Clemens pitched for Sugarland in 2012 at the age of 49. Pitched in 2 games with the Skeeters. Allowed 3 hits, struck out 3, didn't allow a run or a walk, including 1 start against the Long Island Ducks as Victor Reyes is hit through into left field for a base hit. Elmer Reyes' first pitch swinging lines a base knock into left field. The Ducks have runners on first and second with 2 outs in the top of the 5th, and Jordan Pacheco coming up to the plate. One of the big reasons why Clemens was on that 2012 Skeeter team was because his son Cody, was on there, and there was actually a game. Part of the promotion was that Clemens and Roger and Kobe were going to be a battery. They were battery mates for a game. Also on that team, Jason Lane, former San Diego Padre, was a 2-way player, and Scott Kazmir, who made his return to the major leagues and has been pitching effectively in the bigs ever since, was on that team as Pacheco fouled the first pitch back, count 0-1. But of course, Clemens not in the Hall of Fame because of his PED allegations and all the trials, both figuratively and literally, and tribulations that have come from that. Rainey Lara comes set, now the 0-1 to Pacheco. This is low, the count now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lara has thrown 11 pitches here in the 5th inning with 2 outs and runners on first and second. He's thrown at least 20 pitches in each of the first 4 innings so far today. And his 107th pitch of the game is ripped on the ground to shortstop, fielded on the backhand by Angel Rosa. He throws the short way to second in time to retire Elmer Reyes. The runner, fielder's choice, goes 6-4, and that puts an end to the 5th inning. For the Ducks, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 7-0. The Long Island Ducks leading the Bridgeport Bluefish here this Sunday afternoon.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks. We'll check scores from around the Atlantic League here in this half inning. But first, we'll tell you that Henderson Alvarez's night is done. He's replaced on the mound by Jake Dunning, who comes into the game for the Long Island Ducks, making his second appearance here in this series. He also came in on Friday night through a scoreless inning in the 7th. Walked one, but that runner was caught stealing. It was Jose Heel, and so he faced the minimum in that frame. Overall in the season with Long Island, Dunning is making his 5th appearance on the season. He has no record and a 2.25 ERA. Allowed 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 3, and 1 run to come in and score across 4 innings of work. We'll get you Henderson Alvarez's final line. He went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, walked 3, and struck out 5. First pitch to to Osni Guillen, misses, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Osni Guillen, Angel Rosa, and Darby Myers due up here against Dunning as the pitch is swung on and missed. Count now leaving up at 1. It's 8-9 in one of the Bluefish lineup against Dunning, who works out of the windup with nobody on base. Pitch swung on and lifted in the air to left field. Late break on it was Mark Krause, but he comes in and makes the chest-high catch for out number 1 here in the 5th inning. So 1 up and 1 set aside for Jake Dunning here in the 5th. Henderson Alvarez no longer eligible for the win because he did not complete the requisite 5 innings. So he'll stay at 0-1 across 3 starts in his Ducks career, and he lowers his ERA. He's now given up just 1 earned run across 10 innings. That is a 0.90 ERA. It's the first pitch to Angel Rosa is fouled off. We count 0-1. Rosa no official at-bats today. He drew a walk his first time up back in the 3rd against Alvarez. One of the 3 that Alvarez walked in the game. Now the 0-1 from Dunning. Swung on and popped up to the left side of the infield. Dan Lyons leaving off for Giovanni Alfonso, and it will be the 3rd baseman Alfonso making the catch for out number 2 here in the inning. So 2 up and 2 set aside for Jake Dunning on just 5 pitches after Henderson Alvarez threw 72 through 4 innings. And of course Alvarez still being stretched out here. Just his 3rd start of the season against live competition. Ducks not wanting to push him too far. Plan was for him to go 4 to 5 innings. He made it through 4 with 72 pitches, and that was all. First pitch to Darby Myers misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs, nobody on base here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Jake Dunning out of the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball missed low and outside. It's now 2-0. Myers at the plate, 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to shortstop and flew out to center against Alvarez. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Myers. He had a big hack at the fastball from Dunning. Came up empty. It's now 2-1. Seven runs on 11 hits and no errors for the Ducks. No runs on 3 hits and no errors for the Bridgeport Bluefish. It's a timeout here as a ball from the Bluefish bullpen has gone awry up the first base line. Now the 2-1 misses low. It's now 3-1 to Myers. With Randy Lara having thrown 106 pitches through 5 innings, not hard to imagine that his day is potentially done. Gave up 7 runs on 11 hits. Now the pitch. It's been a foul ball at home plate. That caught a piece of Jordan Pacheco and home plate umpire Calvin Baker. And now full to Darby Myers. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Second straight day that the Ducks have cracked double digits in the hit column. They had 16 yesterday, now 11 today. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Myers goes down on strikes as Dunning records his first strikeout of the game, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning in the fifth for Jake Dunning. Nothing across for the Bridgeport Bluefish. 7-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks as we head to the sixth.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Millville, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the top of the sixth inning. New pitcher in the game for the Bridgeport Bluefish is the right-hander Vinny Pistano. He replaces Rainey Lara, who went 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, all earned on 11 hits, walked 4 and struck out 4. And we remind you to follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. The Ducks hit 100 home runs this season. Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks have hit 78 home runs on the season, including Delta Cleary Jr.'s leadoff blast here in the game today. So Vinny Pistano now in the game, making his 6th appearance of the season for the Bridgeport Bluefish, former Cleveland Indian. In his 5 appearances, has no record but a 10.80 earned run average. He'll face Mark Krause, Angelo Sanko, and Ruben Gotay, 4, 5, and 6 in the Ducks lineup. First pitch to Krause, a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. The count 0-1. In addition to the ERA north of 10, Pistano's 7 hits in 5 innings, has walked 1, struck out 4, and allowed 1 home run. Here's the pitch to Krause. This is outside. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Vinny, Vinnie, Pistano. Pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball hit to the left side on 1 long hop. Angelis Nina fields and fires to first in time to get Mark Krause. 5-3 on the ground out for Krause, and that's the first out here in the 6th inning. Pistano, a veteran of 6 major league seasons, spent 2010 through 2014 with the Cleveland Indians, then was traded mid-season to the Los Angeles Angels, where he played out the 2014 season and pitched the entire 2015 campaign as well. Traded from Cleveland to LA for Mike Clevenger, who's been a strong pitching prospect with the Cleveland Indians. Made to the major leagues last year. The first pitch to Sanko, fouled off. Count 0-1. But Pistano had a couple of just really terrific years for Cleveland. Had a strong run from 2011 through 2013. 1-0 pitch is fouled back, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Or rather, pardon me, should be 0-2. I don't know why the scoreboard says 1-1. Got goofed out again, though. But then injuries started to mount for Pestano. And after 70 appearances in 2012, he hasn't made more than 37 appearances in any subsequent season. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Darn it, it was an 0-2. Got faked out by the scoreboard again right after I just said it. Anyway, that's a strikeout for Pestano. Fifth of the game for Bridgeport pitching in the second out here in the sixth inning. So here's Ruben Gotay. 2 for 3 in the game today. 2 RBI singles. Also a pop out to shortstop, where the Duck designated hitter getting the day off from the field. Staying in the lineup after a 3-hit day yesterday. Here's the pitch. In at the knees for a strike. Count 0-1 to Gotay. After his time with the Los Angeles Angels, Pestano spent last year in the Yankees organization, where he made 8 appearances for the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Pitch in for a strike, now 0-2 to Gotay. Now here with the Bridgeport Bluefish. Trying to get through a clean inning here in the top of the sixth. 7-0 Long Island as the pitch is ripped into right field for a base hit for Ruben Gotay. So Gotay keeps the inning alive here in the sixth. Ducks have now had a base runner in every inning of this game. I'll bring up Alex Berg. A double and a run scored. Also a fielder's choice ground out and a strikeout for Berg in the game today. He's 1 for 3, playing right field for the first time this season. Pressed into duty by injuries to Anthony Vega, Quentin Berry, and Lou Ford. On the first pitch to Berg, fouled back to the backstop. And a count 0-1. Berg played a little bit of right field on Friday night in the series opener when he came in replacing Quentin Berry as a pinch hitter. And then stayed in and played the final 3 innings of the game in right field. Now the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball up the third base line. That'll go foul. Touched up beyond the bag by Angelis Nina. Count 0-2. And throughout the minor leagues, when he was with the Giants, Marlins, and Texas Rangers organizations, Berg played a mixture of catcher, third base, and outfield. So not necessarily a position that he's completely foreign to. In fact, he's played quite a bit of it throughout his career. Timeout called here at home plate as Berg wipes some sweat away from his brow. And now digs back in and awaits Pestano's 0-2. Drops the hands down low and the pitch. Swing a ball hit pretty well out towards right field, chasing Dotel back to the warning track. Wellington Dotel backpedaling makes the catch for out number 3 here in the top of the sixth. For the Long Island Ducks in inning number 6, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base. They lead it 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jake Dunning remains in the game for the Ducks to start his 2nd inning of relief. We'll be facing 2, 3, and 4 in the Bridgeport lineup. Tony Abreu, Wellington Dotel, and Sean Burrows. We'll check scores from around the league and in local MLB action here in this half inning. As Dunning, who threw a 1-2-3 fifth, is combined with Henderson Alvarez to retire the last 7 Bridgeport batters that have come up to face them. 7-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks as we play here in the bottom of the 6th. And the first pitch on the way is a little bit low and outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Here to Tony Abreu, who's 2 for 2 today with a pair of singles, both coming off Henderson Alvarez. Pitch from Dunning misses way outside. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning at New Britain Stadium. The York Revolution lead the New Britain Bees 9-2. The 2-0 pitch in for a strike to Tony Abreu. Count now 2-1. Pitch swung on and driven in the air pretty well to center field, chasing Delta Cleary Jr. back, but he has plenty of room in a spacious center field. And he makes the catch on Abreu's drive for out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Elsewhere in the Atlantic League, top of the 4th inning at Regency Furniture Stadium, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs trail the Lancaster Barnstormers 4-0. Sugarland Skeeters and Somerset Patriots will get underway later on tonight. 7:05 Eastern Time start from Constellation Field in Sugarland, Texas, as the first pitch to Wellington Dotel is a strike. Count 0-1. Tried to check his swing, but home plate umpire Calvin Baker says that he went around. The New York Yankees trail the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3. Game in the bottom of the 5th inning at Yankee Stadium. Pitch. This is the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Now to Wellington Dotel. 0 for 1 today. Drew a walk and reached on a fielder's choice. Also was caught stealing back in the 1st inning. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul ball at home plate. Count 1-2. 1 out, nobody on base. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Home run for Ronald Torres for the Yankees. He also has an RBI double. It's all 3 RBIs for the Yanks today. The pitch swung on and missed by Dotel. He goes down on strikes. 2nd strikeout for Dunning and 7th for Duck pitching in the game. There's 2 gone here in the 6th inning. Tampa Bay, Chris Dickerson has a 2 RBI base knock. Also Peter Borges with a double. Trevor Plouffe and Wilson Ramos also with runs batted in for Tampa Bay. First pitch to Sean Burrows misses high and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. New York Mets 4:10 p.m. start out in Seattle today. They take on the Mariners. Seth Lugo goes for the Metropolitans against James Paxton of the Mariners. As the 1-0 grounded to first base, picked up by Sonko. He tosses underhand to Jake Dunning, covering the bag at first. 3-1 for out number 3. Jake Dunning has faced 6 batters and retired them all through 2 clean innings of relief out of the bullpen. And we go to the 7th. The score is 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks over the Bridgeport Bluefish.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. The Long Island Ducks lead the Bridgeport Bluefish 7-0. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle-In Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Cracker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. It'll be Giovanni Alfonso, Dan Lyons, and Delta Cleary Jr. due up here for Long Island. That's 8-9-1 in the lineup. Up against the Bluefish, again the Ducks 7 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. The Bridgeport Bluefish, no runs on 3 hits and no errors in today's ball game. The Ducks scored a run in the first, then a 5-run outburst where they sent 10 men to the plate in the second inning. And tacked on an additional tally in the fourth, all against Rainey Lara. New pitcher in the game for the Bridgeport Bluefish, their third pitcher in. It's Zach Groats, who wears number 38 when the team is in their white jerseys, wears number 4 in all other flavors of jersey. So Groats in, he replaces Vinny Pistano, who allowed a hit and struck out 1 in an otherwise strong inning of work. First pitch from Groats to Alfonso is swung on and fouled back into the screen behind home plate. And a count 0-1. This is the rubber game of a 3-game series between the Ducks and the Bluefish. Installment number 13 of the Ferry Cup in 2017 season. A 1 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's now 0-2 to Alfonso. Ducks and Bluefish will play 20 times this season. In the first 12 meetings, the Ducks have a 7-5 advantage in the season series. As the pitch is hit on the ground to the right side of the infield. Long run for Abreu, but he makes the play, and the off-balance throw to first is in time to get Giovanni Alfonso. Not a speedy runner. That's out number 1 here in the 7th inning. So 1 up and 1 set aside for Zach Groats here in the 7th. Third pitcher in the game for the Bluefish. Rainey Lara got the start. 5 innings, 11 hits allowed, 7 runs, all were earned. He walked 4 and struck out 4. Vinny Pistano backing him up, a hit and a strikeouts in his inning of work. Now the pitch to Dan Lyons is on the inside corner for a strike at the knees. Count 0-1. Dan 0 for 2 today. His strikeout and a pop-out was also hit by a pitch and scored a run. Now the pitch. Swing a foul off at home plate. Count 0-2 to Lions. Every Long Island Duck batter has reached base safely in this game. Second straight night that you'd say that. Now the pitch. Lyons swings and drives one pretty well out towards right center field. Myers with a long way to go, and he makes the basket catch with the ball tailing away from him for out number 2 here in the inning. Great play by Darby Myers, the center fielder, who had a long way to go to catch that drive from Lyons. And that'll go for the second out here in the inning. Flip the lineup card over and bring up Delta Cleary Jr. Working on a perfect game. 3 for 3. Also a walk, a leadoff home run. His first extra base hit in a month and a half. 2 runs scored in RBI. It's the first pitch to Cleary Jr., who's warming up. It's in for a strike. Count 0-1. And it's got to feel so good for Delta to finally be turning things around after a prolonged slump to begin the season. He swings over the top of the 0-1, now 0-2. This 3-hit performance today, his real-time batting average on the season, .244. The pitch is hit off the end of the bat into center field, charging hard Myers. He's not going to get there as it falls in for a base hit, and it's a 4-hit game for Delta Cleary Jr. Now 4 for 4 on the game as Delta, as he just continues his recent resurgence. And that's huge because Delta was a guy the Ducks were counting on so much this season after hitting over 320 last year, a really strong season. Got off to such a slow start. But now it's starting to turn it around as the first pitch to Elmer Reyes is in for a strike. Count 0-1. And with still 48 games left to go in the season, including today, still plenty of time for the Ducks to make a charge here in the second half. Pitch to Reyes misses outside, and the count even up at 1. Reyes 1 for 4 today is single, and also a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Pitch swinging a ground ball up the first baseline and foul. Count now 1-2. Four hits for Delta Cleary Jr. The second time a Duck has had 4 hits in a game in this series. Jordan Pacheco had 4 hits yesterday. And the first 4-hit game of the season for Delta Cleary Jr. And just the 6th overall for a Duck. 1-2 pitch, nubbed foul by Reyes. Do it again and a ball and 2 strikes. Giovanni Alfonso's done it twice. Jordan Pacheco did it yesterday. Also Alex Berg and Anthony Vega have had 4-hit games. 3 of those have come here in the month of July. Vega, Pacheco, and now Delta Cleary Jr. Here's the pitch from Groats. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that will do it here in the inning. Groats strikes out Reyes. 6th strikeout of the game for Bridgeport pitching. And for the Ducks here in the 7th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave a man on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to get up and stretch. It's Long Island 7 and Bridgeport nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanco, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The score is 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks. The Ducks, after today's game, will head on out to York, Pennsylvania to begin a 3-game series with the York Revolution. First pitch in tomorrow's game scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Matt Larkins will take the mound for the Ducks against Victor Mateo of the Revolution. Coverage beginning at 6:15 here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Michael Pollock will have the call as he'll hop on the bus here at the ballpark at Harbor Yard after the game and follow the team out to York, Pennsylvania, and I'll shoot on back down to good old Central Islip. New pitcher in the game for the Ducks, it's Patrick Kreider, replacing Jake Dunning, who went 2 innings perfectly. Struck out 2 in the process. Also defensive changes for the Ducks here in this inning. Giovanni Alfonso moves to second base. Elmer Reyes is out of the game, and in at third base is Ruben Gotay, so the Long Island Ducks have lost the DH, which means that Patrick Kreider, let's see, he enters the batting order in the 2-hole. First pitch here to Jose Gil is swung on and driven high in the air and deep to left field. Going back is Krause at the warning track. He makes the catch and backpedals into the wall for out number 1, a loud out 1 here in the 7th inning. Gil flies out to left field for the first out in the 7th. Now Daniel Fields will be the batter, followed by Angelis Nina against Patrick Kreider, who makes his 39th appearance of the season. He's 0-5 with a 2.84 ERA. Struck out 37 and walked 18 while allowing 23 hits in 31 2/3 innings pitched this year. Opponents are hitting just .204 against Kreider. So this will not be Daniel Fields. Instead, a pinch hitter Jonathan Galvez strides up to the plate. The first pitch is in for a called strike. Count 0-1 to Galvez. This is the first we're seeing of Galvez here in the series. Now the pitch from Kreider is swung on and rolled up the third base line, and Gotay will let it roll. It stays fair, and that goes for an infield single for Jonathan Galvez. So welcome to the series, Jonathan Galvez. Have yourself a base hit up the third base line. And now a runner on first for Bridgeport. Here with 1 gone in the 7th inning. So that breaks a streak of 10 in a row. Retired by Ducks pitching. Bring up Angelis Nina. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Runner on first, 1 out, 7-0 the score. Long Island leading the Bridgeport Bluefish here in the rubber game of a 3-game series. The Ducks looking to take the first second half installment of the Ferry Cup. The pitch, Nina swings and hits a fly ball pretty well to left field, chasing Krause back, but he's got a beat on it and makes the catch. Route number 2 here in the inning. So 2 gone, that'll bring up Osni Guillen. We'll see if Bridgeport opts for a pinch hitter here. There's nobody in the on-deck circle, and also nobody coming up to bat, as there's just nobody. Somebody's jogging down in the Bridgeport dugout. Their trainer's popped up out of the dugout, and we're waiting, and now the umpires are going to get together here and discuss. I mean, this is ridiculous. There was nobody in the on-deck circle, nobody ready to go. Now Osni Guillen pops up out of the Bluefish dugout, putting his batting gloves on. It's tonight's umpires together to discuss something. Here is now Guillen will come up to the plate in what was an absolutely bizarre series of nothing happening. I don't know if Guillen just lost track of where they were in the batting order and wasn't ready to go, and nobody told him, or what the deal was. Here's the first pitch from Kreider that's in for a called strike. Count 0-1. And I think I'll have to double check this because I don't know if it's a rule in the Atlantic League. I know it is in some leagues where the batter's you've got to get into the batter's box in a timely fashion or it's an automatic out. This pitch fouled off by Guillen. Count now 0-2. Again, I don't know if that's a rule here in the Atlantic League though, because it's such an obscure infraction that almost never happens. I think maybe that's what the umpires were discussing there. It was a good 30 seconds before Guillen even appeared anywhere as he swings and rolls one over to second base. Alfonso Fields fires to first in time to retire Guillen, and that will retire the side. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base in the 7th. We go to the 8th. The score is 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks, find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. New pitcher in the game for the Bridgeport Bluefish. It's the former Long Island Duck, Frank DeJulio Jr. He's the fourth pitcher in the game, replacing Zach Rhodes. And DeJulio Jr. had a very strong showing on Friday night in the opening game of this series, where he went 2 innings and struck out 5 in those 2 innings, including the final 4 that he faced in a perfect appearance against his former team. Now he'll go up against Jordan Pacheco, Mark Krause, and Angelo Sanko. Here as the Ducks get it going in the top of inning number 8. Final line for Zach Rhodes: an inning, a hit, a strikeout, nothing more. 7-0 the score. The Long Island Ducks on top of the Bridgeport Bluefish. 7-13-0 for Long Island. 0-4-0 for Bridgeport. First pitch from DeJulio Jr. is a fastball on the outside corner, taken for a called strike at the count 0-1 to Jordan Pacheco. Pacheco has a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored in today's game, officially 1 for 3. DeJulio Jr. set, and now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul up the third base line. Over towards the Ducks bullpen where David Ardsma picks it and then comically making a few extra gestures. Count now 0-2 to Jordan Pacheco. Pacheco keeps tearing the cover off the ball. Now at 278 on the year. The pitch in there for a called strike 3. Pacheco frozen on the breaking ball from DeJulio Jr. There's 1 gone here in the 8th inning. 7th strikeout for Bridgeport pitching in the game today. That'll bring Mark Krause up to the plate. 1 hit and 3 at-bats, which extends his hitting streak now to 15 games. The longest hitting streak for a Long Island Duck this season. Giovanni Alfonso's had 2 separate 9-game hitting streaks. That's second on the team. A pitch. This is low to Krause. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Krause hitting over 500 during this stretch. He's at 5'10", 25 for 49, now 26 for 52 during his 15-game hitting streak. The 1-0 pitch. Swing a rip out towards right center field. That's going to be extra bases for Krause, because that one's going to split the gap and go all the way out to the wall. Krause turns first and heads into second, and he'll chug in there easily with his stand-up double. And it's a runner on second and 1 out for the Ducks as Krause has another multiple hit game. Multi-hits in now 8 out of his last 10 games played for Mark Krause. I'll bring Angelo Sanko to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a walk, his first time up. Sunko, another Duck batter who's been hitting strong as of late. His base hit today extends his hitting streak to 8 games. And during that streak, he's had at least an extra base hit in 6 out of the 7 games entering today. Though he doesn't have that extra base hit yet in this contest. First pitch, swinging a ground ball foul up the first base line. They count 0-1 to Sunko. And that stretch of extra base hits in 6 out of 7 for Angelo comes after a stretch where he had just 1 extra base hit in a 14-game span from July 2nd to July 21st. Now Julio set the 0-1. Breaking ball misses upstairs. The count even up at a ball and a strike. It's Long Island 7 runs on 14 hits and no errors. Bridgeport no runs on 4 hits and no errors. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to Angelo Sunko with Mark Krause on second base and 1 out in the top of the 8th. The pitch swung on and missed. And now ball and 2 strikes to Sunko. With Ruben Gotay in the on-deck circle. Gotay began the day as the DH, now at third base. Giovanni Alfonso started at third, now at second. And the pitcher's spot is the number 2 batter in the lineup. That'll be Patrick Kreider, at least for the time being. It's the pitch to Sunko, swinging a line drive hit out towards right center field. That one's going to get down for a base hit in front of Wellington Dotel. Krause had to hold up to make sure it wasn't going to be caught, so he's only able to advance down to third base on the single for Angelo Sunko, who has himself a 2-hit ball game. That's the 15th hit of the game for the Ducks. And it's runners on first and third with 1 out here in the 8th inning. And Ruben Gotay working on a 3-hit day coming up to the plate. It's been back-to-back 3-hit games for Ruben. 3 singles yesterday, an RBI and a run scored. 3 singles today with 2 RBIs. Has not scored a run. Ducks trying to get to their former teammate Frank DeJulio Jr. It's the pitch. It's in for a called strike to Gotay. Count 0-1. 31 combined hits for Long Island in the last 2 games. 16 yesterday, 15 today, and still going. Now the pitch. That catches the knees for a strike. It's now 0-2 to Gotay. The season high for hits in a game for the Ducks is 17. They did that on July 19th against the New Britain Bees. 2 shy of that here today. DeJulio's 0-2. Swinging a ground ball hit to second base. This could be 2. Abreu to Rosa for 1. Relay goes to first in time for the double play, and that will retire the side. 4-6-3 on the twin killing as the Ducks go down. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The score 7-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
New pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Long Island 7 and Bridgeport nothing, and Rob Rogers comes in replacing Patrick Kreider. So Kreider's final line, he goes 1 inning, gives up a hit, but nothing more. And Rogers now into the game for Long Island. By the way, just want to correct a mistake made before. Elmer Reyes has not come out of the game. He just shifted from second base to shortstop. It's Dan Lyons who has exited the game. So the pitcher's spot in the lineup is in the number 9 hole, and that's where Rob Rogers will be due up to bat third in the top of the 9th innings. The first pitch to Angel Rosa is a ball. The count 1-0. So Lyons out of the game after 7 innings. Pitch swung on and missed. Got 1 ball and 1 strike to Angel Rosa. It'll be Rosa, Darby Myers, and Tony Abreu. 9-1 and 2 in the Bluefish lineup. Pitch. Didn't miss by much, but the count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Rosa. Angel Rosa 0 for 2 in the game today, or rather 0 for 1, pardon me. Walked and popped up to third base. As the 2-1 misses low and inside. Count now 3-1. Rob Rogers making his 36th appearance of the season for Long Island. He's 2-0 with a 2.80 earned run average, 24 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 31 hits allowed in 45 innings. Opponents hitting just 199 against the righty Rogers. He's behind in the count here to Angel Rosa, 3 balls and 1 strike. 7-0, Ducks on top. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. So now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rogers has his signs from Jordan Pacheco, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 8th strikeout of the game for Long Island pitching, and the first for Rob Rogers. And there's 1 gone here in the top of the 9th inning. 7 runs, 15 hits, and no errors for the Ducks today. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Bridgeport Bluefish. So that brings Darby Myers up to the plate with an out and nobody on base. The first pitch is hit off the fists, and that'll fall into left field for a base hit over the outstretched glove of Elmer Reyes at shortstop. So a base hit for Darby Myers, just the 5th hit of the game for Bridgeport, and the first for Myers, who had been 0 for 3 previously. See down 7-0 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bridgeport tries to try anything. Myers, 24 stolen bases in 30 attempts this season. Rogers set. Here's the first pitch to Tony Abreu. Fastball catches the knees for a called strike at the count 0-1. Rogers set the 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball hit down the third base line. A fair ball heading towards the corner and left. Rounding second, heading for third is Myers as the ball gets behind Mark Krause. Now rounding third will be Myers. He'll come in to score. And heading to third base is Tony Abreu. The Bridgeport Bluefish are on the board here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's now 7-1 as Tony Abreu triples down the line and left. But we'll see how they officially score that. Whether there's an error charged at all, and it doesn't look like there will be. They haven't put an error up on the scoreboard against the Ducks. And They will call it a clean triple for Tony Abreu, despite the misplay in left field by Mark Krause. Ducks now, manager Kevin Baez out arguing that should have been a ground rule double after it rattled around underneath the bench. Got caught up there, causing the misplay, but to no avail. The run is in on an RBI triple for Tony Abreu, his second three-base hit of the season. So here's Wellington Dotel. First pitch is in for a called strike, count 0-1. Dotel 0 for 2 today with a walk. 1 for 9 in the series overall. Had a double on Friday night. Now the 0-1 pitch. Misses inside. The count even up at 1-1 strike to Dotel. 7-1 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. 1 out and a man on third base in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch. Misses, and the count's now 2 balls and a strike to Wellington Dotel. 3-hitter in the lineup with Sean Burrows, the cleanup man in the on-deck circle. Pitch. Swung on and fouled back by Dotel. Count now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes as the ball will be retrieved by one of the ball boys here for the Bridgeport Bluefish. Some of the Ducks fans who have made the trip up to Bridgeport with the rhythmic clapping here on the 2-2 pitch. Rogers delivers, and it's swung on and hit on the ground towards second base. Loved by Alfonso. He'll throw to Sunko at first in time for the out. The run comes home to score for Bridgeport, and the score now 7-2 in favor of Long Island. So an RBI ground out for Wellington Dotel. Brings home a run, but acts as the second out in the inning. That'll bring Sean Burrows up to the plate. 2 outs and the base is empty. Fans, a reminder to stay tuned at the end of this game. We'll have the Long Island Ducks post-game show where we'll wrap things up here today and take a look ahead at the game tomorrow, starting a 3-game series with the York Revolution. First pitch to Burrows misses. Now the 1-0. Ripped towards first base and past the diving Sunko and into right field for base hits. So Sean Burrows on base for the second time today, now with his first hits. A 2-out single here in the 7th inning, or rather in the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-2, Ducks on top. And Jose Heel now coming up to the plate. Heel is 0 for 3 today, struck out twice, once swinging, once looking against Henderson Alvarez, and then flew out to left field against Patrick Kreider to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch to Heel misses inside, count 1 ball and no strikes. Well, the Ducks, if they're able to hang on to this win, they'll win back-to-back games for the first time since the 4th and 5th of July. Pitch misses inside and low. It's now 2-0 to Heel. The Ducks for 16 games in a row have been alternating losses and wins. They won last night, now looking to win again here today. 2-0 pitch. This is inside. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Heel. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 runs home for Bridgeport. An RBI triple from Tony Abreu, and then he came home to score on a ground out from Wellington Dotel as the 3-0 misses inside for ball 4 to Jose Heel. He draws a 2-out walk and will eventually head on down to first base. So that's going to bring Billy Horn out of the dugout to go out and chat with Rob Rogers after he missed with 4 straight out of the strike zone and none particularly close. That'll bring Jonathan Galvez up to the plate. He came in as a pinch hitter for Daniel Fields back in the 7th inning. So now he comes up for the second time in the game today. Ended up legging out an infield single up the baseline. So Galvez, who missed a good chunk of time coming back from a leg injury, able to pinch hit here today. Hitting .260 on the season with 10 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Rogers comes set. And the delivery. In for a strike. Runner at second, Sean Burrows. Not a lot of speed. Runner at first, the catcher Jose Heel. Also not a lot of speed. Now the pitch. Swing a line drive down the left field line. That one goes foul. Over by the Long Island Ducks bullpen. Now 2 strikes to Jonathan Galvez. Rogers set a look back at second. Now the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball hit to the left side. Past Ruben Gotay and into left field for a base hit. Charging is Krause. He gloves, and that'll hold Sean Burrows to third base. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. And Angelis Nina now coming up to the plate. As Jonathan Galvez has come off the bench for Bridgeport and is now 2 for 2. And the tying run is in the on-deck circle for the Bluefish here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Ducks had a 7-0 lead entering this bottom of the 8th, but now Rob Rogers has allowed 2 runs and has loaded the bases with 2 outs for Nina. There are no easy games against this Bridgeport Bluefish team. Always pesky and swimming around. First pitch in for a strike to Nina, count 0-1. Nina 1 for 3, a double. Was also popped out and flown out in today's ball game. Pitched an inning yesterday, his only other appearance in this series. Today manning third base. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. He didn't like the call from home plate umpire Calvin Baker. For that matter, he didn't like the strike 1 call either, as he takes a walk all the way out of the batter's circle dirt. We're digging back in. Not necessarily doing himself any favors with home plate umpire Calvin Baker with that display. Now Rogers is set and the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. That'll score at least 1 run. Turning third and heading for home is Jose Heel. He'll make it in standing. It's a 2-run single for Angelis Nina. And the score now 7-4 in favor of Long Island. Jonathan Galvez stops at second base with Nina aboard at first and Osni Guillen coming up to the plate, representing the tying run. There is action out in the Ducks bullpen. A right-hander is throwing. Can't quite tell who it is, though it appears to be Amalio Diaz. I can't confirm. First pitch to Guillen, lined into left field. That gets down for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Galvez. Here comes Krause's throw. That's cut off by Reyes. In to score is Galvez, and it's now 7-5 in favor of Long Island. And the Bluefish have batted around here in the 8th inning against Rob Rogers. Stopping at second base is Angelis Nina, and out of the dugout pops Kevin Baez. And that's going to be it for Rogers, who's given up 5 runs with 9 batters in 2/3 of an inning. He departs. We'll get a new pitcher. Take a step aside and tell you all about who it is. That's coming up next on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, the new pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks is the right-hander Amalio Diaz. He replaces Rob Rogers, who in 2/3 of an inning has given up 5 runs on 6 hits and departs responsible for the 2 runners on base, Angelis Nina on second and Osni Guillen on first, representing the tying run after the Long Island Ducks were up 7-0 heading into this bottom of the 8th inning. So Diaz on for Long Island. He is making his 38th appearance of the season. He's 2-2 with a 1.70 earned run average. 37 innings, 42 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 26 hits allowed for Diaz. He'll face Angel Rosa, and hopefully for Diaz, nobody else. If he gets Rosa at the plate, that'll be it for the inning. And we'll head to the 9th, but for now, Angel Rosa coming up, the 10th man to bat here in the inning. Now both teams have batted around in an inning. The Ducks sent 10 men to the plate in a 5-run top of the 2nd inning against Rainey Lara. So Amalio Diaz looking in for his signs with his catcher Jordan Pacheco and getting set to deal the first pitch to Angel Rosa. It's on its way and it misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Rogers struck out Rosa to lead off the inning, and then things spiraled. Diaz looks in. Now comes set. And the 1-0. That one misses for ball. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Darby Myers singled. Tony Abreu tripled to score Myers. Abreu scored on a ground out from Wellington Dotel, then a single for Sean Burrows, a walk to Jose Heel, a single by Jonathan Galvez, and then a 2-run single for Angelis Nina and an RBI hit for Osni Guillen. Makes it 7-5 Ducks. The 2-0. That one catches the inside corner to Rosa. It's now 2-1. Bridgeport Bluefish with the 6 hits here in the inning, now with 10 on the game to go along with their 5 runs. The Ducks 7 runs on 15 hits. Diaz comes set, the 2-1 pitch. Swing a line drive, hit in the left field, that's a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Nina. Here comes the throw from Krause. It's cut off by Ruben Gotay. Angelis Nina comes in to score, and it's a 1-run game. An RBI single for Angel Rosa. 7-6, Long Island leads. The run charged to Rob Rogers. We can't close the book on yet. He's also responsible for Osni Guillen standing at second base. Now Diaz with runners on first and second. The tying run at second base. The top of the lineup with Darby Myers at the plates. First pitch. This is low and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. 6 runs here in the inning for Bridgeport on 7 hits. And they're still going. Timeout called at home plate by Myers. Forcing Diaz to think it back over. Now Diaz set. Look back at second in the 1-0. This is low and outside. Count now 2 balls and no strikes. Mario Diaz having trouble throwing strikes. The Let's Go Bluefish chant starting here at the ballpark. Ebbed on by the video board in right center. Diaz drops the hands down. A look back at second. He throws and back in safely. Here's Osni Guillen. Tried for the daylight play, and Guillen was just able to sneak back in. Guillen on second. Rosa, the go-ahead run aboard at first. Darby Myers, the all-star, at the plate. .330 hitter, second in the league. Now Diaz comes set. Look back at second base, and the 2-0. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air pretty well to right center field. Moving back on it, Cleary, he's not going to get it. It splits the gap, it goes to the wall. 2 runs are in to score. The Bluefish take the lead. Going to third is Myers. He's in safely with a 2-run triple. And Bridgeport takes an 8-7 lead with an 8-run outburst here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wow. Rob Rogers will be charged with 7 runs. Mario Diaz has given up 1, and that is the go-ahead run. First pitch misses for a ball to Tony Abreu. Count 1-0. 2 triples in the inning for Bridgeport. They had just 11 triples all season entering this game. Abreu had 1 of them. Here's the 1-0. Swing a tapper foul at home plates. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. RBI triple for Abreu. RBI ground out for Wellington Dotel, the man on deck. 2-run single for Angelistina. RBI single for Osni Guillen. RBI single for Angel Rosa. 2-run triple for Darby Myers. Has made it 8 runs for Bridgeport here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch. This is high and outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Diaz comes set, and now the 2-1 pitch. It's in for a strike, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now Amalio Diaz 1 pitch away from ending what has become a nightmarish bottom of the 8th inning for the Long Island Ducks. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it. A 2-2 pitch. Swing a foul ball by Abreu. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. At the beginning of this inning, the Long Island Ducks led the Bridgeport Bluefish 7-0. They currently trail 8-7. And Tony Abreu has a man 90 feet away who could extend the Bridgeport lead. Here's the 2-2. Swing a fly ball hit in the center field, but right at Delta Cleary Jr., who started and then takes a step back, and that is out number 3 in the inning. But the Bridgeport Bluefish send 12 to the plate. They score 8 runs on 8 hits. There were no errors, and they leave a man on base. We go to the 9th inning, and the Long Island Ducks trail the Bridgeport Bluefish 8-7.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
New pitcher in the game for the Bridgeport Bluefish is their closer, Elvin Ramirez, who comes in trying to collect a save after the Bluefish rally for 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to take an 8-7 lead. Baseball fans, have you downloaded the official Long Island Ducks mobile app yet? Powered by ClearVision Apps, you can buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. Second appearance of the series for Ramirez, who came in on Friday night and promptly blew a save. Gave up a ground rule double to Dan Lyons, and then an RBI single to Giovanni Alfonso, which tied a game up at 7. At the time it had been 7-6 Bluefish. The Ducks tied it, and then the Bluefish walked off in the bottom of the 9th. Ramirez here in this contest, with Alex Berg coming up to the plates, is making his 15th appearance, 3-1 with a 2.46 ERA, as the first pitch to Berg misses for a ball, the count 1-0. It'll be Alex Berg, Giovanni Alfonso, and then the pitcher's spot due up here in the 9th. The Ducks have lost the DH in this game when Dan Lyons was removed from the game amidst defensive changes in the 7th inning. 1-0 pitch. This is outside to Berg, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. So there's really no telling what the Ducks will do there, as all their available bench players are hurt. I have Lou Ford, who's day-to-day with a hamstring injury, Quentin Berry, who's day-to-day with a quadriceps injury, and Anthony Vega, who took a ball off the face last night and has a fractured bone in his cheek. As the 2-0 misses, it's now 3 balls and no strike. I suppose, if anyone, Vega would be the most likely candidate. If not, we might see Amalio Diaz take a turn at bat, because that is due up third. Ramirez set now, the 3-0. This is low for ball 4. So Alex Berg draws a leadoff walk here in the 9th inning. That's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. Over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor, just walk in. And it's Dennis O'Grady who comes out of the Ducks dugout and heads into the on-deck circle reliever pinch hitting. So there you go. There's your answer as to what the Ducks will do. So here's Giovanni Alfonso up at the dish. Runner on first, nobody out. See if the Ducks try to play small ball. Of course, with a pitcher set to hit next, you might not want to do that. Down by 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. First pitch to Alfonso, misses low. We count 1 ball and no strikes. Elvin Ramirez has come in the game and thrown 5 in a row out of the strike zone to get things going. Alfonso, 1 for 4 in the day today. A single and a run scored back in the 2nd inning. And 2 groundouts and a flyout since. Now trying to keep the Ducks going here. Trailing 8-7 to the Bridgeport Bluefish in the top of the 9th inning. Ramirez set the 1-0 pitch. Misses high and outside. The count 2 balls and no strikes as Ramirez has not been able to throw a strike. The Bluefish can hang on. Frank DeJulio Jr. would be the winning pitcher in today's game. Mario Diaz would get the loss. Again, Ramirez hitting for his 2nd save. The 2-0 pitch. Here's a very generous strike. Alfonso can't believe it, and I don't blame him at all. That was not a strike. But that's what it was called, and the count now 2-1. Ramirez with a long look in. Now comes set. The 2-1. Alfonso bluffs around to bunts and takes a strike at the shins. It's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Alex Berg, the runner at first base, with the Ducks trailing by 1. Ramirez comes set, and the 2-2. Swung on and missed by Alfonso. He chased the ball down at the dirt. That's strike number 3 and out number 1 here in the inning. So Alfonso goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Dennis O'Grady as the pinch hitter. Berg on first base, and that'll bring Luis Rodriguez out of the dugout for a meeting on the mound with Elvin Ramirez and the rest of the Bluefish infields. So Rodriguez heads back to the dugout as the meeting on the mound lingers for a little while longer, players only. And now that breaks up, and Dennis O'Grady officially announced into the game as a pinch hitter. So here's the first at-bat for Dennis O'Grady this season. He squares around to bunt early, giving himself away. And he pulls the bat back and takes a wide strike, and a count 0-1 as all of a sudden the strike zone has become the size of Rhode Island. Been a narrow strike zone all day, and now in the 9th inning, getting wider. Berg with his leadoff first base being held on by Burrows. O'Grady squares around to bunts. Corner infielders charging hard. The pitch bunted on foul up the first base line. Count 0-2 to O'Grady. So we'll see if the Ducks keep the bunt on here. With 2 strikes against O'Grady, the last thing you need is for Dennis O'Grady, a pitcher, to hit into a game-ending double play here. So that at least good reason to think that you might keep on the bunts, even if it means fouling it and striking out because of it. Ramirez set the 0-2. O'Grady not bunting, and he takes a called strike 3 right down the middle of the plates. Back-to-back strikeouts for Elvin Ramirez after the leadoff walk to Alex Berg, and now the Ducks are down to their final out of the game as Delta Cleary Jr. comes up to the plate, working on a 4-for-4 game, including a leadoff home run and 2 runs scored. Ducks have left 11 men on base in today's game, and they trail 8-7 to the Bridgeport Bluefish at the top of the 9th inning. After Bridgeport scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to take the lead, Ducks had led 7-0. It's the first pitch to Delta Cleary Jr. In for a strike, and the count 0-1. Both teams, or I should say each team, has batted around once in this game. The Ducks sent 10 to the plate in the second inning. The Bluefish sent 12 to the plate in the bottom of the 8th. No balls and a strike. The count here to Delta Cleary Jr. Ramirez set, now the pitch. Swing a foul ball off the catcher's mask of Jose Hill, and it goes to the backstop. Count now 0-2. And the Ducks are down to their final strike of the game. The fans here at the ballpark at Harbor Yard getting behind their right-hander Elvin Ramirez as he tries to close out an improbable victory for the Bridgeport Bluefish. Ramirez comes set. The 0-2 pitch. This is low in the dirt. Count now 1-2 to Delta Cleary Jr. The Ducks will stay alive for at least one more pitch. Delta keeps the game going. Elmer Reyes is the on-deck batter. The clapping begins again. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Alex Berg at first base being held on by Sean Burrows. A 1-run game. Elvin Ramirez comes set, drops his hands to the belt. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball misses low. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Delta. Trying to work himself another nice at-bats to keep this game going. A home run and 3 singles for Delta today. Also a walk and 2 runs scored. Home run, his first extra base hit since June 15th. Does he have another one in him? 2-2 from Ramirez. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The ball game is over. The Bridgeport Bluefish come from behind 7-0 in the bottom of the 8th to score 8 runs and shock the Long Island Ducks 8-7 this afternoon at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Unreal. Unreal was this game. We'll take a step aside as we'll get you final lines for the Long Island Ducks. 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They leave 12 on base. For the Bridgeport Bluefish, 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Frank DeJulio Jr. He improves to 3-4 on the year. The losing pitcher was Amalio Diaz. He falls to 2-3. Save goes to Elvin Ramirez, his second of the season. Time of the game was 3 hours and 5 minutes. So we'll come back on the Long Island Ducks post-game show and recap this one and take a look ahead as the Ducks get the heck out of Dodge here and will head off to York after dropping 2 of 3 to the Bluefish. Back with more on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amali Diaz, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
And we welcome you back to the ballpark at Harbor Yard on the Long Island Ducks post-game show. The final score, it was the Bridgeport Bluefish 8 and the Long Island Ducks 7, with the Bluefish coming from behind in the bottom of the 8th inning to put up an 8 spot and shock the Ducks, who had led 7-0 going into that frame, as the Bluefish take the rubber game of this 3-game series and win 2 out of 3 from Long Island. The loss means the Ducks fall back to 500 overall in the season at 46-46 and are now 10-12 in second half play. Bridgeport Bluefish improved to 54-39 overall and 13-10 in the second half with the victory today, as they look to extend their lead, which is currently 1 game over the Somerset Patriots in the second half Liberty Division standings. Somerset will get underway in about 2.5 hours' time out in Sugar Land, Texas at Constellation Field tonight. The Ducks grabbed an early lead when 6 pitches into the game, Delta Cleary Jr. hit a leadoff home run against Rainey Lara, and from there it was pretty much all Ducks until the 8th inning. The Ducks put up a 5 spot in the top of the second inning, scoring 5 runs on 6 hits, all against Rainey Lara, who really struggled for Bridgeport today. Sacrifice fly from Elmer Reyes, RBI singles from Mark Krause, Angelo Sonko, and Ruben Gotay did the damage, as well as a balk from Lara that brought home a run. Ducks tacked on another run against Rainey Lara in the 4th inning when Jordan Pacheco led off with a double and came home to score on Ruben Gotay's 2nd RBI hit of the day. So the Ducks, through 4 innings, led it 7-0, and Henderson Alvarez cruised through his 4 innings today. He allowed 3 hits and 3 walks, but struck out a season-high 5 in his best start. He keeps looking better and better in each of his 3 starts this season. He was followed up by Jake Dunning, who went 2 perfect innings, striking out 2 out of the bullpen for the Ducks. Patrick Kreider went an inning. He allowed a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And meanwhile, for Bridgeport, the combination of Vinny Pistano and Zach Rhodes were able to settle things down. Pistano threw an inning in the 6th, allowed a hit, didn't walk anybody, didn't allow any runs, and struck 1 out. Zach Rhodes had an identical line in the 7th inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks, no runs allowed. And Frank DeJulio Jr. came in for the top of the 8th. He struck out Jordan Pacheco to lead off the inning, and then Mark Krause doubled and advanced to 3rd on an Angelo Sonko single. But a Ruben Gotay 4-6-3 double play that he hit into that ended that inning would prove to be a key play in the game, because that meant the Ducks' lead was just 7-0 heading to the bottom of the 8th, and you were under the impression that that was probably going to be plenty, but it wasn't. Rob Rogers struck out Angel Rosa to lead the 8th inning off, but then a Darby Myers single, a Tony Abreu triple plated the first run of the game for the Bridgeport Bluefish. Then Wellington Dotel grounded out to 2nd, and Tony Abreu came in to score with 2 outs. The Ducks still led by 5, but then a single for Sean Burrows, a walk to Jose Heel, a single for Jonathan Galvez, loaded the bases, still with 2 outs, and Angelis Nina grounded a base hit through the left side to bring home 2 runs and make it 7-4 Long Island. Osni Guillen followed with a base hit that scored a run as Jonathan Galvez came around from second to score. That made it 7-5, and that was it for Rob Rogers. Amalio Diaz came in out of the bullpen and served up an RBI single to Angel Rosa, which scored Angelis Nina and made it 7-6. And then Darby Myers tripled to the gap in right center field to bring home 2. Osni Guillen with the tying run and Angel Rosa with the go-ahead run as the Bridgeport Bluefish put up an 8th spot on the Ducks in the bottom of the 8th. Then in the top of the 9th inning, Alex Berg led off with a walk, but then Elvin Ramirez was able to settle down and strike out the side, getting Giovanni Alfonso, pinch hitter Dennis O'Grady, and center fielder Delta Cleary Jr. for the final 3 outs of the ball game. So now we'll take a step aside. We'll come back and check scores from around the Atlantic League and local MLB action. That's coming up next on the Long Island Ducks postgame show.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Hey, we welcome you back to the ballpark at Harbor Yard on the Long Island Ducks postgame show, where the Bridgeport Bluefish have defeated the Long Island Ducks by a final score of 8-7. We'll check scores from around the Atlantic League here. One other final. It was the York Revolution defeating the New Britain Bees 9-2 today at New Britain Stadium. Also, there's one game currently going on in the Atlantic League. The Lancaster Barnstormers lead the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4-2. That game in the top of the 8th inning. One game going on later tonight, the Somerset Patriots at the Sugarland Skeeters. A 7:05 p.m. start out at Constellation Field. That's Eastern Standard Time. In local MLB action, they're in the top of the 8th inning in the Bronx. The Tampa Bay Rays lead the New York Yankees 5-3. Home run for Ronald Torreyes of the Yankees. He's got 3 RBIs in the game as well. Meanwhile, the New York Mets and the Seattle Mariners just underway. Nelson Cruz with a 3-run homer off of Seth Lugo, and the Seattle Mariners lead it 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. And here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the Long Island Ducks fall to the Bridgeport Bluefish 8-7. Final lines in today's game. For the Long Island Ducks, they had 7 runs on 15 hits, no errors, and they leave 12 runners on base. For the Bridgeport Bluefish, they get 8 runs on 12 hits. They did not commit an error as well, and they left 6 runners on base. The winning pitcher in today's game, Frank DeJulio Jr. He improves to 3-4 on the season. The loser, Amalio Diaz. He falls to 2-3. Elvin Ramirez got to save his second of the season. The game time was 3 hours and 4 minutes, played in front of an announced crowd of 3,197. And so that does it for us here this weekend for Bridgeport, Connecticut, where the Long Island Ducks drop 2 of 3 to the Bridgeport Bluefish. The Ducks continue their 6-game road trip tomorrow as they'll pack up, get on the bus, and head out to York, Pennsylvania to take on the York Revolution. 6:30 p.m. first pitch tomorrow night. Matt Larkins takes the mound for the Ducks against Victor Mateo, a matchup of righties for the York Revolution. Michael Pollock will have the call with pregame coverage starting on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network at 6:15 p.m. And so for everybody here in Bridgeport and everyone back home at Central Ice up at the Long Island Ducks, big thanks for help in preparation for today's game. Big tip of the cap to Kevin Baez, Ducks manager, for his help as well today. And you, the listeners, for tuning in for today's game and all the games here this weekend. My name is Joe Vasile, giving you the final score for the final time. It's the Bridgeport Bluefish 8 and the Long Island Ducks 7. So long from Bridgeport. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.